right away.
Okay.
And then we'll just talk about the setup of the matchup. And you can, this will be good because you can tell me a little bit about what's going on in your world too, okay?
Okay.
Do a little bit like volleyball and what's happening, softball.
Sounds good.
And the new field and all that stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Will they have that?
Are you looking for a school with a champion
I
mindset?
think so.
Look no further than Trinity Valley Community College, the home of champions. Become a part of a community where excellence is the norm. A school that provides nationally accredited programs, award-winning groups, vibrant life, and dedicated support. We are ready to start you on your path to success. Become a Cardinal champion today. Apply at apply.tvcc.edu.
Welcome back, Trinity Valley athletes. Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Sports Medicine is here to keep you going at full force. Our commitment to helping athletes perform at their best on and off the field is our core strength. Whether it's orthopedics, performance, or wellness, physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital is your choice for better health in East Texas. Just like every hard-driving Cardinal, we're focused on excellence every day.
Test. See here. Did you get one of these? It's got the roster. You've already got one. Help yourself to anything in your oven. They made 2 copies because I didn't know who was going to do 2 left circle. Let's do Osmond, Boyanich, Boneto, Gasparini,
Whatever it
Nunes,
is you wrangle.
Stankovska, Beatrice,
Whatever
Holy
seeds
Toledo.
you sow.
Benny likes to call her Beatrice Holy Toledo.
No matter what you nurture,
Pia,
choose to grow.
Delani,
At Texas Farm Bureau
Nedelko,
Insurance,
and
we're proud
neighbors.
to protect all Texas.
Girona, Stankovska. I just say it fast. I say it 15 different ways. Yeah. Listen. Yes. I know Stas. I will follow the Stella. Stella. Anna. She's from Flintstone, just down the road. We got from all over here, 15 minutes away with King's neighbors. Figueredo. And Benny's told me, and he goes, no, you know that that's it exactly. And I said it the other night for her, and she goes, yes. But she
find somewhere you can come home to.
You know, they're not talking about just you all the time like they do rodeo athletes, It's the Wright family, the Wright brothers. I don't really look at it as we're legendary, but it's kind of unreal. What we do and what we get to do, the things we've done and hopefully continue to do, I guess you could say it is legendary.
First State Bank, we like to say we're big enough to help, small enough to care. Our communities and the families and businesses within them are what have mattered most to us for decades. Since 1935, our commitment has been to not only support local, but to foster growth for generations to come. We've given back to organizations that help our community thrive, and with 6 convenient locations, we continue to do our part in serving you, our communities, our businesses, our families.
barbecue pit, our passion is handcrafted, slow-smoked barbecue. And right now, our Texas traditions have come to life in a whole new way. Introducing the Double Dip, tender Texas brisket, topped with caramelized onions and cheddar cheese, served with our pitmaster au jus. So legit, you'll double dip. And for the perfect dessert pairing, try our new double berry cobbler. For a limited time, so dine in at our place or have it delivered to yours. Legit Texas barbecue.
What you heard, it's what you hearing. It's what you hearing, listen. It's what you hearing, listen. It's what you hearing, listen. X gon' give it to you. What? Wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop problem, stainless steel. Go hard, getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make the mother wonder if you did it. Damn right, and I do it again. Cause I am.
No one ever said you need to be sick to get better. That's why at Baylor Scott & White, we're innovating how people get well and stay that way. Where prevention might just be the prescription.
Way to work.
Teaching is on the treatment plan. And everyone is always on the same team. Yours. Baylor Scott & White Health, changing healthcare for the better.
Your team leaves everything on the field. They play with heart and with their mind. But being smart starts long before the kickoff. With the latest technology, sports medicine advancements, expert physicians, we can keep your team healthy and protect joints and growing bones for this big moment and their future on any field. Physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Reach out, touch what was once just in your imagination.
There's nothing quite like coming together over a fresh cooked meal. Face to face, burger to burger, solving the world's problems over fries. There's also nothing like solving the problems right in front of you, like baseball practice, swim team, and getting your family's meals just like they like it, all with a few taps on your phone. Yeah, good thing there's more than one way to solve the world's problems. Good thing there's Whataburger.
Welcome to another exciting night of Trinity Valley Community College Volleyball on the Cardinals Sports Network. I'm Tim Howard. We're broadcasting live from historic Cardinal Gymnasium as the Cardinals will take on Panola tonight. The Ponies coming in here in what promises to be a thrilling matchup in Region 14. Joining me tonight on the set is head softball coach Miss Maria Wynn Ratliff. Coach, it's great to have you here tonight. I'm looking forward to some volleyball.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're going to have a great time. My showmate, Benny Rogers, Tom Sherm, they're out of pocket tonight. But we're thrilled while we got you to talk volleyball, all the cool things that are going on in women's athletics overall, and just a little bit of news about the softball program. You got some new digs you're working on. Let's start right there. What do we know about the new complex that's coming to the campus of Trinity Valley?
Groundbreaking tomorrow.
That's exciting.
2 o'clock. Dr. Morrison, Steve Grant, Eddie Kite have been unbelievably instrumental in making this happen. It's been a work in progress for a couple years now, and we're just really excited to get the ball rolling.
We're talking about a brand new softball complex on campus. How exciting is that? Not only for the program, but then the community be able to get out here and, like look around here tonight. On campus, you got all these folks coming in, and then you're going to have that for softball. That's thrilling. I know you can't wait. Can you get it ready before the start of the season?
We're hoping. Turf is going to be exciting.
Yeah.
All the manpower hours that we have to put in before and after practice and all of those extra things. We got rained out yesterday, so being able to have so much more freedom and be able to play potentially even more at home and get more home games because of being able to guarantee, getting those games in. So it's going to be a great atmosphere. I mean, they put some great things together to make it a real nice stadium and to be right by the fitness center where our locker room and coaches' offices and cages and all that stuff is. So, I mean, we want to treat everything that we do Division I like, and this is just another step in the right direction for us.
Another step for sure. Logistically, it's going to be fantastic. And then, as you mentioned, all the other elements. Let's get this volleyball game set up here. TVCC hosting Panola, and Trinity Valley, the number 9 team in the nation right now. Of course, they're trying to protect home court tonight, and to do that, you got to take on a Panola team that would love to come in here and play upset.
I actually got an opportunity to visit with Coach McCray a little bit. I've known that family for a long time right before the game, and they've had a great year so far. I mean, I think we put ourselves in a great situation getting to play at home. It's a Thursday night. We got a great crowd. I know some of my student athletes are walking in. Other sports students athletes are walking in as well. So it's going to be a great matchup. We've got to be able to do the little things right, and I feel like we just keep continuing to get better and better.
If you look at the standings right here, you got the Cardinals sitting atop 5-0. They went to Blinn down into Brenham and took care of business against Blinn in 3 sets to take that match. So, that was an amped-up team that night. It doesn't matter if it's softball, volleyball, football, basketball. When you can go into a rival like that and just have a dominating performance, how does that feel?
Oh, it's unbelievable. And they went and did it. Blinn was undefeated. Their only loss is to us. And to go down and win it in 3, and then they get on a bus, drive to Dallas to hop on a plane to go to Salt Lake. So, I mean, every game in Region 14, I think, is a rivalry in any sport. I mean, you want to win every game. You want to be the conference champion. You want to put yourself in great situations to host a regional or be at the top half of that regional. We have to qualify to get into ours. Other sports, you don't necessarily have to do that. So I don't think Coach Patty's taking any game lightly. New to the league, I think she wants everybody to understand the way that they play and what their system is and how they do things. They're super energetic. They're fun to watch. They're amazing on our campus. They do all the little things right, and that definitely makes it easy to support. And, they're just a class act program, and it was that way when Coach Hayes was here as well. So it's good to see that tradition is still here.
That's good to know that as, from one coach to another that is being represented all across all the sports and the platforms and whatnot. Now, TVCC this past Tuesday night dismantled TJC in 3 sets. They did that on Tuesday. Then last night, TJC hosted Navarro. TJC, I don't think, was real pleased with the results. They go and say, all right, Navarro, come here. And they took care of business 3-1 on them. So all that to say, in Region 14, like you started this whole conversation, Trinity Valley has put themselves in a really, really good place. We are just about set for the starting lineups, and we'll turn it over to public address announcer Stephanie Gady.
Today's matchup is between Panola and Trinity Valley. Time to please stand, gentlemen, remove your head covers as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
starting lineups tonight as Trinity Valley gets set to host Panola. Trinity Valley is playing their last home game for the next couple of weeks. And looking over that schedule, they're going to be back on the road. They had that extended road trip right before coming back for 4. Now going to go and play for a couple of weeks. You touched on it a little bit with softball. You guys are familiar with long road trips. How tough is it when you're not sleeping in your own bed and vice versa, kind of out of your routine? You just got to have another adjustment, right?
And I think there's pros and cons to both. Okay. You know, in a league I played in a long time ago, we were on the road a ton, and as a coach, it was awesome because it was easy. You know, you were checking in at hotels, and you knew what the kids were doing at all times. For us, I think I like a mixture of both. I think their travel they had early on was pretty brutal. Went on the road, played Lee, then they played Blinn, then they go to Salt Lake, and so they had some big road trips.
Right.
I think there's a mixture of both. It is fun going on the road and playing, but I'm going to tell you, there's nothing like Cardinal Gym. I've been in a lot of
special?
gyms.
I mean, looking under Cardinal Country, there's 100, cheerleaders, not just fans, but loud, intense cheerleaders, and they can get this place humming, can't they?
They're exciting. I got to sit down with them last week when Coastal Bend was here, and that was really fun. They taught me some new cheers, and it's just an intimate feeling here. Yeah. The gym is the perfect size. We get a great crowd. We get everybody involved, and it goes back to just the student athletes doing the little things right, and people coming. You know, we had, I think, Murkison Elementary here a couple nights ago, and so just getting involved in the community and the community seeing who we are, and man, they're fun to watch.
It is.
It's
exciting. Definitely fun to watch. And you mentioned you learned some new cheers. Ironically, I didn't get a chance to confirm this before we cracked the mic, but I understand you're going to teach those cheers during the broadcast. So thank you for doing that. You did mention, though, about the community involvement, and y'all do a great job of that as well. I know, there's a ton of events, but my granddaughter's still talking about Easter and what that Easter egg hunt was like, and get to do an Easter egg hunt on the softball field with kiddos, with some of the players. Those things really make connections in a big way. Who taught you that? How did you learn that? Is there a defining moment in your life where you're like, that is something that I got to implement more of in my own life?
I think just my own programs that I played in. I had a great coach at Columbia College, and she was really big on making sure that we were involved in our community in positive ways. And so when I got an opportunity to be a head coach, I knew that was something that I really wanted to do. Thankful Thursday is something that's really big for us. So every Thursday our kids do some kind of active service. And so today is Thursday. So it just goes number order, and they come in on Monday. Hey, coach, this is what my plan is for the day. We make sure they have all the resources that they need. Today they were given a stranger a piece of candy and a note, some kind of motivational note. And so those are things that are just really important to us. I know Coach Heyer had his kids over at the elementary school the other day. I think everybody here wants that involvement and wants everyone to see our student athletes as kids, as people, because it's easier to connect to them when you get to spend a little bit more time with them and you're not just seeing them on the court or the playing field.
They are student athletes, and it's really cool to see them able to make those connections here, some a long way from home, and being able to just have that opportunity. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the Cardinals come out tonight against Panola. Panola, we haven't talked a whole lot about them, but they're coming in with their record. They are sitting at 3-2 in conference play. This could be a potential trap game, so you got to be ready. I don't think the Cardinals will let that happen, not with Coach Patty or any of these players, but you still got to just recognize we got to do what we got to do to take care of business.
They've been playing well. I think that third set's been really interesting for me. She's made some substitutions, and I know we dropped that one at Coastal, and then last against TVCC, that one was a little close, but she's just getting a lot of players, a lot of opportunities, and that's really important to be able to get that experience early on, because that's going to pay off for us in the long run.
Salvador gets the spike to start us off, but how about the play from Stankovska, who went down and got the dig and made that happen to get the early lead. So it's a full rotation of things that have to go right, isn't it? Here comes Osman with the serve. There's a nice pass, and they'll let that settle wide.
great job, and she was one that joined us late, and so it's been exciting to see her really come on the last couple weeks. And I don't know that I'm going to pronounce her name right, but I'm going to say Osmond. And I found out about 30 minutes ago I was going to be doing this announcing, and I need to be better.
You're doing great.
For sure, but if I butcher anybody's names tonight, parents, please forgive me. It's not intentional. I will do my absolute best. We served that one in the net. I bragged on her a little bit, but we get a good chance now to see how we're going to defend this serve from Panola.
Yeah, those service errors, they tend to come back and bite you, but speaking of a service error, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So Cardinals say thank you very much. 3-1 here as Trinity Valley will try to add to the lead. Up to serve, it's going to be Bianca Salvador. She has been super consistent for this squad, one of the leaders on this team. Well, that's tough to defend, isn't it?
That was a big, big, big swing right there from Kaya Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez, she got all of that. And it's just kind of, it's like a softball coming into your wheelhouse and you're ready to turn on that. Her eyes are as big as saucers. 3-2 early going here. They ought to have an opportunity here. Good play up front from Tuya Sissoko. That is off the hands. Powers it right over the top of the cable, off of the hands of, that would be Marriott Theory. So 4-2. Trying to add to it here will be Chloe Tuya Sissoko out of Coppers Cove, Texas.
I think Chloe's brother might play football for us.
Oh, that's one that she wants to get a redo on. I'll have to double check that because I think I've seen that name as well. We'll have to double check that, get confirmation. So 4-3, both teams still kind of filling each other out here in the early going, but anticipate this one being a big, strong match. Cards trying to protect home court tonight. Stankovska, Toledo, and then the finish inside, getting it done. It's I didn't see a number. Was that?
I think that was Bianca.
Salvador. Yeah, okay. Bianca Salvador continuing.
That happens so fast. They get up so quick. Sometimes you can't tell.
And she's averaging 3+ kills per set coming into today. 56 on the year. I'm sorry, that's 56 sets played on the year. That'll sell long. Just contesting to see if she might have got a piece, but going to be negated on that. So 5-4 here. Both these teams are pretty evenly matched in the early going. We may be in for a long evening here. Trinity Valley has come out on fire. They won 3-0 against TJC the other day, and Panola's ready to have something to say about that. You're not going to say anything about that one, though. Nedelko for the kill. Man.
That's a big swing right there coming off the right side.
Yeah, when she gets that one just right where she wants it, man, I don't want to be on the other side of that thing. She's really coming on here over the last couple of weeks and really finding another level. And, I think I've heard you even talk about going from good to great. We're seeing that on all levels. Got to go off of one of the ponies, count the point. And that was, I believe that was going to be Nunez. Nunez has been a force all over this in the early going.
That's going to force a timeout for us here.
So with a minute, in the early going, 7-4, will give us a chance to kind of reset things here. If you're just tuning into the broadcast, Trinity Valley announced last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, about the upcoming softball complex that'll be happening on campus. There's a big groundbreaking coming up tomorrow. What time again is that?
2 p.m. at the fitness center.
So it's going to be, hey, all hands on deck. Come on out, grab a rake. No, I'm kidding. I was seeing some of the pictures. Dr. Jason Morrison was sharing some of the, the heavy equipment out there and what's going to. Well, I'm excited about that. And they think there's a realistic opportunity to have it for this year.
I truly think we'll get to play games on it. I don't know what time of the year we'll get to play those games, but there will be a game played on that this spring. I have full confidence in that. And I would like for it to be that first home game against Butler in February. But
we'll see if the weather cooperates. I know you've sent out a few emails on that already to get the cooperation going. Back to action. Here we go. It's going to be Nunez with the serve. Good get by Toledo. Little rally going here. Back into the top of the cable there, so point for Panola. This is one of those that kind of has the feel for, hey, it's still any man's game at this point. Gonna have to dig deep. Long way to go to get to 25.
I thought Coach McCray did a great job there. She started to feel like we gained that momentum and called the timeout, got them calling rally back, and then we get another service error. So
yeah, that's huge.
We'll take all those free points we can get.
It is really all about that momentum, isn't it? I mean, you have to, find a way to stop that mo at some point. So it was a good timeout. Kept alive. Now, great decision at the last minute. That's a big finish up top from Omamur out of Belize. Big strong swing. 8-6. Cards up by 2.
Cheers starting to get in that.
Yeah, they are.
I really want them to understand what home court advantage is like.
I love that intensity that they bring. And it's contagious. I don't know if you, come on, girl. Drop that one through. Bianca Salvador with another finish. When I say contagious, I look to my right. Here comes the, 3 or 4-year-old kiddo just skipping down, and she thought they were cheering for her when she walked in the arena.
Well, that's super fan. That's Genevieve Jones. And if you know anything about Trinity Valley, she's a legacy here. Grandma and Grandpa in the cafeteria, Dad on the esports. She's at everything.
She loves her Cardinals and was ready to get in and show some support. Got plenty to cheer about there as they go right in the middle of the net with that. So all of a sudden, Cards have extended it to a 4-point advantage with Malisku Osman at the service line. That does drop in on the back line, and you could see the frustration there by McElroy. She just tapping her chest. She's like, oh man, because it is a split-second decision. It feels like it's going long, and then you could see her. She's like, yep, you got that right. Oh man,
that was a big ace right there.
And that's going to go long. So Trinity Valley has doubled them up here in just a matter of that timeout. That's been kind of a difference. Trinity Valley took advantage of it and said, okay, let's refocus, let's reset, and go back to business. Here comes the serve. Oh, nice job up top.
Great big block right there. You had Chloe and Bianca just really, really in the right spot. They took a big swing and got a huge block there. I think too, when we get really good serves, that helps us get in system and in rhythm, and so that gives us a little bit more momentum as well. So if we can minimize mistakes there and make sure that we're serving the ball to the right people, it's hard for them to generate the offense. Wow.
That's incredible right there.
Great play.
Oh, that's unfortunate as they do get the kill, but going back to that, you had 2 Cardinals going down, extending, and then the play off the net just kept alive. Incredible. They weren't actually able to get a point off of it, but boy, nonetheless, the great effort. 13-7, first set, best of 5. That will find its way. Goes across the top of the cable and then back down the net. So a little bit of a run here from the Ponies. Making some noise, 13-8. Trinity Valley has put themselves in a good position here. So you break serve, you still got a comfortable spot, but you got to get back to it. Salvador, nice job to get to that one. Oh, great net play. Will they be able to finish? Here's the opportunity.
What a great rally right here.
Well, that one is unfortunate because you're right. It was back and forth. The seesaw rally was going on. Panola's making a push here in the midway part of this first set.
She had to go after that. I think that ball's in if she doesn't go after it. It's unfortunate that it went off the fingertips.
Into the net there. That's a violation inside. They will whistle that one on Lopez Sanchez. It's times like this we wish we had coaches mic'd up. I know you probably would be like, I'm not really a fan of that, Tim, but talk me through when you know, no matter the sport, again, as a coach, you go through some intense opportunities to contend and contest. Got anything on your mind that, boy, I wish I would have gotten that call? I want you to think about it. At some point, we may come back to it. She's like, no, we don't. But part of that is I think sometimes you got to protect your team. You got to go out and battle for your team a little bit, don't you?
Oh, there's a few times you're just going out there so your kids know you're fighting for
Yeah.
It might be a battle you can't win.
You know you're not going to win it, but it's for the kiddo.
And you're going to be careful what you say. You don't want to get tossed, but it's
what a play by Tuiasosopo. Oh, man. We got a match going here.
That was a great dump right there.
Indeed. And I want to say it was Osmond that went down, got it, kept it alive. I maybe missed that, but, man, there was a couple of great athletic moves there from the Cardinals and the Ponies. Well, sails wide.
That was close.
14-12 now. These Ponies are battling, and now Coach Patty going to take a timeout. So with a minute 13, I keep saying that's how much time is going to go off. Let's talk a little bit about this team. We mentioned Salvador and Nunez, what they do on the attack side of things, but when you really break it down and you look at Stankovska, she's like 3.4 digs per set, and you know that really kind of sets the tone, but also not just an attacker. Salvador and Nunez, they get it done in the dig category as well. That's so impressive. When you think about aces and able to serve, one of the names that always jumps out at me is Neighbors, Casey Neighbors, and you know she's been so consistent at the service line when they've needed a clutch player. What kind of makeup? What's the DNA of someone who's just clutch in your history of people? What do they usually look like? That's a loaded question. Thanks, Tim. I've got 7.8 seconds to tell you. But I mean, is it just a person who's kind of calm, steady, and never finds a moment too big? Or?
I don't know. We've had some amped up ones. We've had some quiet ones. I just you want to be in the moment. You know, you want the ball. You want the ball hit to you. You want to be on the service line. You know, you want to be in that bright light. And so,
great job there. Pushed her all the way to that back line.
It's easy to be in the moment when you're wanting to be in the moment. I think the hardest part is sometimes
you're not shying away from it.
Yeah, you got to want it no matter what, and you got to know what comes with it no matter what. And I think that's something that was really big. I know for softball, Addie Wittrum was that kid for us her freshman year, but Kiara Weinhop was really that kid her sophomore year. So it was unique to see how they changed from year to year in that killer instinct kind of thing.
Great perspective. Gotta go wide. So the Cards are going to bounce back 2 quick points here after the timeout, and that has kind of flipped the script, if you will. I appreciate that perspective. You mentioned Addie. She's at Tarleton now. You got several players that moved on to the next level. Maybe we can work some of that in, and throughout the broadcast, feel free to jump in. Here's Tuiasosopo with one that sells deep on her. But I know, as you know, your roster's constantly changing, isn't it? I mean, it's got to feel like, wow, we're you know, at JUCO, that's kind of the hand you're dealt with, isn't it?
Recruit them in, recruit them out.
Yeah.
I had a couple of the Texas Southern kids played last night, so checked in on them. From a volleyball perspective, I got to watch Sophie with Georgia Tech.
Oh, nice.
A couple of weeks ago, happened to be on ESPN.
Did she get that?
She did.
Kept
Yeah,
it
that
alive.
was a great pancake right there.
Big smash at the top. Try to push it deep. Well played. Spacing's good. Oh, speaking of, and they got it
What
done.
a great up. Oh. I thought she got it, but they called a double there.
Oh, man, that was cool. That was so close. So we're back to within 2. They're coming strong here, and we're talking about Bizzotto at the stripe here for the Ponies. Panola trying to take a big step here, getting back into this first set. Oh, that was close to getting back over. Oh, my goodness. They are coming firing strong from the left side that time.
Just keep throwing punches.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, they get a rally and get a couple, and then we're going to battle back and get a couple, and it's just punch after punch, and we just got to figure out who's going to be standing at the end.
Well,
Great serve.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was tough. And that's going to go out on the cards. We're tied 16 apiece. 16-16, opening set of this best-of-5 match here. And Panola says, hey, if we're coming all the way from Carthage, we're gonna make you work tonight. It's been a fun one so far. Oh, it's tough to handle, but she does. That's great job. Great job.
Total effort right now from both teams.
Boy, that spacing kind of collapsed because they were having to really work just to get it back over, and Panola takes advantage. But like you said, the effort, Nunez almost ended up over here in our lap on the scores table with her dive to get back, and then the hustle around. But Panola is taking a 1-point lead here, and Card's got to answer. Let's see how they play it. That'll be out. So now getting very close to that red zone.
We just got to work a little better on the receiving part. We get out of rotation a little bit and can't get that receiving to allow our setter to give us a good enough set for our hitters to really hit the ball down. So
yeah, it is.
Panola's doing a great job serving it and getting us out of rhythm a little bit.
Yeah, it is contingent upon ball placement. Good job.
Wow.
Staying alive, pushing it deep, saw the empty space. And it is 19-16. Cardinals on the short side here. We mentioned they come in, they've won 3 straight at home, and trying to keep that streak alive. In Region 14, whether softball, football, basketball, volleyball, you talk about got to protect home court, home field advantage. So that's the goal here tonight. Let's see if they can do anything with this. That is going to fall. Big one there. They needed that in a big way. Now see if they can rally off some momentum here as going to the strike. It is going to be number 7, Vittoria Gasparini. She had a huge night the other night in a similar situation. The role was reversed, but she rattled off about 3 or 4 in a row. They'd love to see it right now.
And she just entered the game for us, so we need to get her rolling.
That's a big one. The Cards are back within 1. She had a massive role in a kind of a pivotal know your moment spot last year. Wasn't necessarily a starter, but always clutch moments, and big time came through, and she really took a big step forward, I think, last Tuesday night. Oh boy, it's a game of not even inches, micro inches. That one goes into the net. So Panola to 21st, played at 25. But statistically, you want to get to that 20 mark first. About 80+% of the time, you come out on top. When you get to the
like they keep wanting to serve the ball in that deep right corner. And I don't know if they're targeting one of our players or if it's just that space that they've had a lot of success with and get us out of rhythm a little bit. But we'll take that point, and hopefully we can get ourselves even back up here with Bruna.
Yeah, let's see what she does here. But that great inside look there, is that back corner has been very attractive for the Ponies. Oh, ace in your... as they bring it. Nunez gets a little celebratory dance, and that gets the Cardinal cheer on their feet back there. Of course, they don't need a reason. They love to be on their feet anyway, but man, this place is about to get loud as they've tied it up here in the first set. 20 apiece. Nunez surveying now, delivering. Wow, that's trouble. Into the net. Oh. They're going to get the point, so it's 21-20.
I thought they were both into the net there, so I was wanting a replay, but it looks like that was Salvador.
Yeah, that is indeed what the call is going to be. Here's a look at it again. Now let's look at it one more time, but as they're cleaning up a spot on the floor, if we can, here it comes, getting up. Oh, wow. Coming. Here we go. Yeah. I don't know, man. Great coverage, by the way, guys. So that is huge there as we have a kind of a misfire. Looked like she wasn't able to high point that ball, got her timing off a little bit. So now 2-point advantage for Panola. They've got all the momentum back. It can swing so fast in volleyball. See how they go about things here. A couple of substitutions coming on in the form.
We're changing our setter role. We saw her set early, and then when Osman got into town, we saw a little bit of a change there, and they've been rotating back and forth.
Bojanic and Boneto in moments ago. Here we are back to action. Sinkowska is kill, and that is going to be handled. Good job that time by Boneto. Good rally going. We see both teams. Oh, I could see it in her eyes. She was coming with some force. Big smile on Lorena Boneto's face there after she delivered that one. And back to one, and a chance here for the Cards to add to as Nedelko will do the honors. Coming from the left side.
Really good serve there.
Shoulders it over, whatever it takes. Big finish, and the Ponies will get the point. 23-21, back and forth we go. Still got a ways to go. Cardinals need a stop here. You don't want to go down 3 for a set point. So here on to serve, it's going to be Menina, the freshman out of Veneto, Italy. Cross-court pass and a finish. Boy, that was thunder coming strong. How about it from Bianca Salvador?
It's a big swing right there. That's the momentum we need. We need to rally off a couple points right here. It looks like we're going to make another substitution.
Yeah, they're bringing back in. It's going to be Osman as well as Gasparini. But how about those minutes right there? A couple of strong minutes. Gotta tip the hat there to Boneto and to Bojanic. Oh man, that one hurt. A little frustration there, but she's still in this. Take a deep breath. Got to get on a roll. Let's take a timeout here and talk about it. So, step in that huddle for a second and talk to me about what you're telling your team if it's crunch time. I know it's a little different, you know, but what are you telling your team?
I think we got to defend. You know, that's the biggest thing. When they serve there, we've got to have a good pass. Make sure that our setter gets a good opportunity to get us a good ball. We get a point here, then it's 23-24. Give ourselves a chance to serve, to tie it up. I like to be on the serve part of things. I want to create my own offense, if that makes sense.
Sure.
So just settle down too. And I mean, it's the reason that you play 5 games is the reason you play 5 games. And no, you don't want to drop any sets, but you know, right here, let's just make sure we keep our composure. Let's do the little things right. The game's going to take care of itself, and then whatever we need to do, we're going to get re-prepared for set 2. But let's figure out a way to extend the game.
I'm getting my glove right now, Coach. Put me in, Coach. I'm ready to go. Thanks for joining us tonight here on the Cardinal Sports Network. I'm Tim Howard, along with Coach Maria Wynn Ratliff in tonight for Benny Rogers. Glad to have her for Tom, and that will go. First set is going to go to Panola, 25-22, and we are going to step away for a quick timeout here. Set 2 in this best of 5, best 3 of 5, coming up right after this here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Find something you can hold on to. Find someone who'll be there for you. 'Cause that's all that really matters in the end. Find somewhere you can come home to. Find someone that'll die for you. 'Cause it's all that really matters in the end. It's love, love, find something you can hold on to. Find someone who'll be there for you. 'Cause that's all that really matters in the end. Find somewhere you can come home to.
I don't do this just to make a living. It's in our blood, really. You know, I want to be the greatest that's ever done it. I'm hungry for bronc riding, you know, I love it. And I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
And welcome back, Cardinal Sports Network here. Glad to have you along here on our Thursday night broadcast. It's Panola coming in here working hard. They take that first set, 25-22. You said it, kind of going into that last set point. It's a long night. Now, you do put the onus on yourself a little bit here on the second set. You want to not go down 2-0. Not the end of the world if you do, but you definitely want to set the pace, right? Come out firing.
Yeah, we've got to respond here. I mean, Coach Patty's going to get them going. You know, right now momentum is with the Phillies for sure of winning that first game and being able to come in here and do it. But we just got to come out and make sure that we serve the ball well. We get really good passing and get ourselves some points early. And just we've got to be able to control the game. And we did that till we got to about that 13-point mark. And if you remember, I think it was 13-7, something like that. And then we just let them keep creeping up, and then we got tied, and then it's momentum. You know, I'm reading a great book right now, and it talks about motivation and momentum, right? You got to have the motivation to play the game, but you got to have the momentum to keep going and play the long game of the game. And so we've just got to be able to get ourselves back in rhythm and make sure that we can control the tempo of the game early, and things are going to go our way.
And Cardinals got to make sure that they don't let it in their head that, hey, we were up big and we let them back in. So you don't want to start, you know, down that rabbit hole. That'll get in your head too. So it's really important they come out and get things going. I think Coach Patty will have them ready to go here. As that's a great play at the net. Good job in making their presence known. I believe that is going to be a Blessed that got the hands on that, the sophomore, and she's been a force up front.
She has, and if you notice, Casey Neighbors and Victoria Gasparini are both starting this game, so a little lineup change for us.
Tried to dink it, not quite what they wanted there. Kept alive. Neighbors got a piece of that. Now here's Toledo. Oh man, just a misfire into the net by Gasparini. So Panola coming out quick. On to serve again is going to be Ariana. Oh, that'll help. That was going to be trouble, though, if it gets over that net. That's, when we talk about game of inches, it's like, oh, you hit it in the net. But if it doesn't, boy, it's got such drop on it. It's going to be tough to play, isn't it?
And you think serving is so easy until you have to do it. It's really tough. I mean, it's a harder skill than people give it credit for, and then you're also trying to serve it to particular spots.
How about that ace? Malescu Osman. And, boy, I don't think I've seen that all year. A couple of ponies afterwards, they just dropped. They stopped, dropped, and roll, and there's no fire anywhere. I don't know.
I was wondering if she tripped over her feet. I don't know. I just saw her on the ground.
2 players at the same time did it. So what are the odds of 2 people doing? That's a big answer, though. Coming back, Susanna gets it for the ponies. So it's 3-2 here.
I think we're going to have another exciting game on our hands.
I think we're going to have a night.
A lot of energy. I don't know that I can ever play volleyball because all that, they get so excited after every point.
Yeah.
I don't know how much energy I would have throughout the whole match.
Pulls that one down a little bit. You're right there. This is definitely, good job. Neighbors is there to defend, but she never got it over the net. So Casey making her presence known. Cardinals tie it up here. Set 2. On to serve. Bianca Salvador. Salvador, outside hitter on service error. Just a little off on that one. 4-3. Those service errors, they just kind of start stacking up. And before you know it, if you're not careful, it can be a big pill to swallow. Quick set, handled by the ponies. Great job going down to get that by Salvador. That'll sail long. Salvador was there to call it in the back corner just in case they needed her help. She said that one was out.
Well, the great thing there was she had that service error, and she comes up and makes a big play for us, extends the play, and then also can read that and make sure that she doesn't go for it and we get the point. So I think that's the hardest thing is, being an athlete when maybe something doesn't go your way is having that resiliency to bounce back and make sure that it's the next play is the best play. And it's a long game, and there's going to be a lot of mistakes made, but how can I minimize my mistakes and my mental toughness to make sure that I don't continue to make the same mistake over and over again?
It does sound cliche, but you gotta have a short memory. It's so true, because if you dwell on it, it can really take you down a spiral.
Well, in this sport especially, my sport's a little bit different because it might be 5 or 6 minutes before you might have another opportunity to have that play. This is, every maybe 30 seconds, another point is being scored, and so it's fast. Oh.
She into the net on Trinity Valley. Coach Patty, not much contesting on that. So it is back to a 2-point lead here in set number 2. Quick set into the cable. Top of the cable there. About between the R and the I in Trinity. And that.
I've seen a lot of balls there tonight.
Yeah, just not. Cardinals got to respond. And that's a good spot. That'll help things. Beatrice Holy Toledo, as Benny likes to say, but he's got the vibrato Holy Toledo that brings it to life. That's 7-5 now. And you want to see Beatrice get to the strike because she's been dangerous all year. See if she can get some things happening here.
They're really good up there.
Sankowska with a dig. Nice job coming across strong. Vittoria Gasparini. Love to see that response. You just talked about that a few minutes ago and made the big play, but now comes back with an even bigger play. So,
and she's got some amazing, what are they going to call that, barrettes? headgear. I don't know what she's got on
I was
tonight.
going to say, let's power rank the barrette here because, you know, I only had one daughter, and I'm not the guy to be able to help with that, but that's a strong game. Great play from her. Good play to keep it alive. They're going to force it back over. Oh, my goodness gracious. Talk about Nedelko. That's big.
That was a huge block right there in the middle and get us tied back up, give us a chance to serve.
And I look across, I see Sarah Mitchell on the other side of the net, and she just looked at her like, how did you just, because I brought some heat with that one, and you just sent it back and return to sender, as they like to say. So 7 up here, set 2. Boy, that was a missile into the net. Cards. So 8-7. Panola regains the lead. Yeah, you summed it up, I think, really nicely when you said, I think we're in for a back and forth game. They are on the big old seesaw here tonight at historic Cardinal Gym, Leon Spencer Court. Oh, that'll send it up into the first couple of rows.
Nedelko with another big swing right there.
She's starting to come on strong there. I was looking over there. That ended up to a couple of basketball players over there. I thought they were going to try and shoot from the cheap seats. Those weren't the cheap seats. Those are actually, everything has got a great price point here at Cardinal Gym. If you're not here, you need to get out here because
there's not a bad seat in the house.
It's like you described it, great venue. Not too big, not too small. Good job to go down and get it. Talking about Gasparini. And a finish on the left side from Bianca Salvador. Salvador is playing some inspired ball. And you touched on it a while ago. When the settings are right, the passing is right, it's a lot easier to execute, isn't it?
Serve receive is so important in this game. You know, if you can serve it to the right people, it's hard for them to be able to get their offense going. And then obviously, if we can get the right people to be touching the ball and make sure that our setter gets her hands on it, she's a setter for a reason. You know, that's who we want touching the ball, to get our hitters the ball. And so that's a big part of what we have to try to do is just stay in rhythm and make sure that we're giving our hitters an opportunity to make us successful.
Nice cross-court pass. What
big block.
Even better finish at the net. I think that's Malescu that got that one. Osman up there and got the super high five from her teammate Nedelko. I think when Nedelko gives you a 5, you know it. I'm just saying, I don't know, they might have to tell her that gear, hey, pull it back just a little bit.
Well, you're seeing a little more excitement from us. You know, they're starting to really start to get some confidence. Some things are going our way. We got some things in motion.
Oh, that's unfortunate there. I think she's going to get to that ball, but to Stankovska's, she doesn't know. I mean, that's what you kind of touched on a few moments ago about space and getting people out of position. Then you're just having to play the game. So,
well, I feel like they're really trying to get us in the middle of the court, and then they've done a really nice job of just some court vision of just dumping the ball over. And so that's what their plan is to try to get us all bunched together, and then they can utilize the spacing on the court, and they showed that on that last play.
Nice job there playing this one over. Cardinals should have an opportunity. And that's handled, though. Great job by Drago.
Big dig there.
Try it again. From the middle line. Finish it, Vittoria Gasparini. Not only the great headgear, but the power to finish. That's impressive there. Because that was starting to be one of those long rallies. You start on the burn. Cardinals needed that. That would have tied it up. They've now added that, turned it into a 2-point advantage. A chance to build here.
Ooh, another big block.
Oh, man. His neighbors might have been Salvador, both of them there, and making a big presence. And they get the points back up to 3.
Well, I got confused there. The one referee was calling that out, so I got really nervous, but I think they got it figured out. It was our point, so.
That'll get off of Nedelko. So it's a 1 point advantage. Still 2-point lead here.
Toledo's done a really good job tonight. Just there, she kept that rally alive. She's kind of been all over the court and does some of those unsung hero things.
I was going to say, those kind of players that just, they don't often show up in the scorebook maybe as much as the kill or the ace, or but boy, they do a huge, oh my goodness, that was living in the Raptors. But they do have a huge role, and she's filled it nicely. Let's see how they play this. Not much they could do there. That had trouble written all over it once they had the positioning to set it up, because, man, when that ball is just right where you want it, there's not a lot you can do, is there?
Well, we had a block there, and that block went back over, and it gave them an opportunity for their setter to get reset, and it put us out of sync a little bit.
Neighbors pushes it deep, and then is trying to defend it, but it played off the net. Oh boy. We're all tied at 12. 12 apiece here, set 2. If you're just tuning in, Cards dropped the first set. 25-22. Panola took that one. Battling here in set number 2. That is hit like a woman that's ready to defend that Region 14. And I know as a coach, you're not thinking about those things, but you do want to protect that. You know, you're number 9 in the nation. You're sitting on top of Region 14. You've worked so hard to get to that. But you've got bigger fish to fry than tonight, but to fry those fish, you got to take care of tonight, kind of.
Oh, it's point by point. I mean, you're trying to win every point that you can to get you to win the match, and just keep stacking days. You know, we're ranked 9th and we're number 1 in the region right now, and just got a big kill there. But you know, you can't let tonight really deter you from where you're going, but also these are big moments for us too. And we got to find a way just to play good volleyball. We always talk about the score is going to take care of itself if we do the little things right.
TVCC's going to have their next match on Thursday. Oh, that'll be Panola getting a point. And you're going to see Bianca Salvador come up. I need a little explanation for that. But Cards will be in Corsicana taking on Navarro. Then they're at Wharton on the 7th. Then they're off to Park Hills, Missouri for a Thursday, Friday. And then not back home until nearly 2 weeks away, 10-14. So over 2 weeks away. So you really want to finish this up right and then start packing the bags a little bit. There's going to be an ace on the line.
I have to agree with the line judge there. I thought that ball was in, but the last ball I thought was out, and they called in. So we're back to being tied up here. We just got to stay focused. Right now, we look like we're a little discouraged because a couple calls haven't went our way, and that's the biggest thing is just staying in the moment, figuring out a way to win this point.
And that'll help things along the way there. That ball ricochets and just travels right down the net. Thought it was going to end up over here by us for a second. Falls in. The Cardinals take the lead. 15-14. And Salvador on to try to keep things moving. Neighbors really, she's a pogo stick out there, man. Into the antenna. That'll be a point for the Ponies.
If you notice there, Gasparini was trying to hit that with her offhand. The set was just off a little bit, and so she thought maybe if I could attack with my left hand, and that ball just went into the antenna.
That was the difference in it. That's what it ends up being, as like, we're just a little bit far off, just off pace a little bit, off kilter enough. That was a rocket.
Now, that's what I felt like we've been really successful with, those quick sets. And we've had 2 really good points late in this set of just the real quick sets, and we get them up, and we just need to see more of that. But that goes back to that serve receive. Can we get it to our setter in time where our hitters can get in place and she can just get that quick set up?
See how KC does there with a playable, good serve, good strong serve. Well, that will actually get through. That's Lisa Marriott Theory.
Those are the ones that hurt when you get a really good set, a really good serve, and then you don't get a chance to defend it.
It does kind of, not only is it the problem of the point, but then mentally you're like, man, we should have kind of done something with that one. Oh, man, ain't no doubt about it. I feel like
Nedelko, again, it was just a quick set. I mean, if we can figure out how to keep that tempo, they can't defend it.
Nedelko has been a beast, especially at that. And I feel like that's kind of something they're going more to in the middle of the court here. Not early on, it was more from the right side. Now these last few points here, they have been working the middle of the court. Nedelko has been putting the hammer down. I always heard you want to be the hammer and not the nail. I think she's confirming that right there. That was definitely well hit ball. Back to a 1-point advantage for the Cardinals. Got a piece at the net. See if they can finish here. Making them work. It's going to be a point for the Ponies. Deflected out of bounds, so the Cardinals and the Ponies are tied 17 apiece here. Panola coming into Athens tonight to take on Trinity Valley here in this Region 14 matchup. Cardinals are 5-0 in conference play. Panola 3-2, trying to play spoiler maker tonight. Little push that time.
Really good
That's
block
going
there.
in. They will get the point.
Ooh, you see Nedelko just get really excited there.
Yeah, she was very much so on that. I was still watching the reaction over here and I almost missed it. Nedelko had plenty of energy for everybody in Cardinal Gym on that one. She's playing with a lot of heart. All these ladies are, as they are definitely vibing off of Cardinal cheer, making some noise. Got a good one going tonight. If you're in the area, get on out here. That is going to fall, and it is back to a tie game, 18-18. And this one has the feel like if you rolled into the gym right now, you could still get a lot of volleyball action tonight. Because depending on how this one goes, I'm thinking, man, you still got to win 3, but man, this could be a 5-set night. Oh, into the net. Cards are going to pick up the point there. So Trinity Valley now holding on to that 1-point advantage, trying to get into the red zone here, trying to get to that 20 mark. But this has the markings of one of those nights where it really doesn't matter who gets to 21st. It's all about the 25. We're back to tied.
Another good serve that we just couldn't win that point. Nedelko did a great job on a great serve.
Starting to see some substitutions for the Ponies here. But yeah, you're right. Those and the Cards will answer as well. When you're playing long sets like this, and you kind of get the feeling this could be one of those 4 or 5 set nights, you kind of start. Does that change your strategy as a coach and how you want to do it? Oh, that one goes all the way across. That was an easy point for the Ponies.
My strategy is I want my best players that can help me win on the court as much as possible.
Yeah, I like the way that sounds.
Now, volleyball obviously has some substitution rules, and there's some things that some players are tied together and some things like that, and it's pretty strategic, and they only get so many subs. But definitely, it can be impactful late in the game if your rotation, your hitters are in the back row and not in the front, not being able to be there and defend. So there could be some strategy late in the game on some substitutions to make sure that we've got big blockers, up late to try to defend those swings. And then, depending on where we're at from a service perspective, we want to make sure that we have, our best server when we get opportunities, because we want to try to keep the ball as much as we can in our own hands.
Oh, what a beauty. Look, there's the roll on the floor. There was the first one, and then here, I know I saw 2 of them roll, I thought. But when they drop the ace like that, I think that's the Ponies have to take a roll. It must be some kind of inside, team thing, because a couple of them did it. Oh, there's an answer for you. We're back to tied, 20-20.
Salvador with the big swing there. Now we're going to see that change again. We saw the setter change, and that was all on that rotation of when she was going to serve.
That's
so
a
now
good
that
point.
she's not, well, no, here we go. They brought her back in to serve. So they took her out, and then they're bringing her back in. So
Osman has been quite the force. Let's see if she can rattle here as Bojanic and Boneto come out. Oh, it goes wide. Trying to paint that corner over there or dance that sideline and just missing. So it's a 1-point advantage for Panola. It's getting a little too close for my comfort. I don't know if I took any extra medicine tonight for this one. Good regather by the Ponies, and that'll help things as they look up, and there is Casey Neighbors in the net ready to swat it back down. So we're tied again.
It's good to see the local Frankston player getting some playing time, and not only just getting some playing time, but being impactful while she's on the court.
Big moments for her. Love seeing it. Here's the jump serve. Great one there from Salvador. Oh. Into the cable, but staying alive. Oh, man, there's a missile from that right side. That was no way you're going to stop that one. I mean, there is a way, but it was going to take a lot more than what they had up there at that moment. So now Trinity Valley forcing a timeout, climbing back up the ladder and over the top. Can they close it out? The last time out when we were talking, I kind of mentioned, looked at the monitor with some great camera work. Coach is just coaching. She's pouring her heart into her team. Look at this replay, Coach. That one coming down, just a smash. That's not a lot of ways you're going to defend it if you get over the top like that.
No, Gasparini put a great swing on it. And going back to Coach Patty, I think it's fun to watch her because she doesn't raise her voice.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell she gets a little excited, and her hands are moving, and you know she's got a little bit of body language. But even when you come in the gym, she's quiet. She coaches them hard. She's very particular. There's a certain way that she wants it done, and she has high expectations.
Speaking of
I think they very much enjoy playing for her.
She said no bones about it. 3 nights ago, they won it in 4 sets, but she said, this team is built for a national title, and the quote was, that was unacceptable. And Benny, don't want to put words in his mouth, but he told us on the air, I was scared. That's huge. It's up to a 2-point lead for Trinity Valley. Boy, they have taken all that momentum back here, and they are right back in the heart of this one here, 2 away from finishing it off. Going to burn a timeout for the Ponies now. So from their side of things, man, all of a sudden, man, we worked so hard to get here, and now we're letting it slip away. Cardinals, on the other hand, trying to finish it out.
Yeah, we're just trying to stay in the moment. Stay in the moment, keep the ball, letting our servers serve, and
let me jump in here. We got 54 seconds. In 30 seconds or less, I'm going to ask you to put your softball hat on.
Okay.
Talk to me about what's up for the Lady Cardinals or the Cardinals softball program. It's the winter season. What is that? How's that different from when y'all really start cranking up and going?
Honestly, the fall for us is more time intensive than the spring is. We leave tomorrow after the groundbreaking ceremony. We'll go to San Antonio. We'll play UTSA and St. Edwards on Saturday, and we'll play UIW on Sunday. We'll get back here, get back to work Monday, and then go to UNT on Wednesday.
You're getting me all excited for spring, and we haven't even made it through fall yet. I can't wait. Good one going here tonight. Oh, great job, the Lady Cardinals. They're going to get it to 24-21, and this is set point here. This place is going to go crazy if they come all the way back here. We'll let them call it for you. Salvador is going to serve, and then let the crowd tell you if the point's good or not. You know I can't do it. I'm going to try, though. Here's Salvador to serve. Well, that's not going to be enough. Cardinals are going to be whistled for a violation, net violation there.
I agree with Coach Patty on this one. She's visiting with the down ref here and thought that we were straight up and that their player went over. And we're okay. I think the biggest thing is here we just got to know that we're in control of the game. we didn't get what we wanted, which is okay. We've still got a 2-point lead. Let's make sure that we can really defend this here and put the game away.
McElroy to serve out of Nacogdoches. Here's the finish, not quite. Kept alive. Neighbors tried to finish it. That will do it. I told you I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. But you hear the crowd. They're going wild. Lots of celebrate.
Huge block right there. Huge block. You know, just exciting to see how excited they get. It's such a different atmosphere than the sport that I play and the momentum and things like that. And so, like I said, it's just so fast. You got the cheerleaders over here, super excited and cheering, and just their excitement when they get that winning point. I think for me, this pivotal third set,
it's going to be important.
It is the biggest one anytime that you play. When it goes 1-1, this one is the one that really, I think, can be the big differentiator in the end result. And this is, you know, who's going to come out right away and kind of show some dominance and give themselves the opportunity to kind of break away early, if you will.
It's going to be fun. We've got the third set for you coming up right after this. By the way, that's Coach Maria Wynn-Ratliff. I'm Tim Howard. We've got the third set coming up for you right after this on the Cardinals Sports Network.
No, do not put those French fries into your mouth. Instead, put them directly inside your Quarter Pounder, where they belong. The hottest, juiciest Quarter Pounder yet. It's perfect. Made perfecter. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
What you heard, it's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. Listen, it's what you hearing. Listen, it's what you hearing. Listen. X gon' give it to you. Wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop-out and stainless steel. Go hard getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make the mother wonder if you did it. Damn right, and I do it again. Cause I am.
Are you looking for a school with a champion mindset? Look no further than Trinity Valley Community College, the home of champions. Become a part of a community where excellence is the norm. A school that provides nationally accredited programs, award-winning groups, vibrant life, and dedicated support. We are ready to start you on your path to success. Become a Cardinal champion today by applying at apply.tvcc.edu.
Cardinals tie it up here. It is 1-1 as we head into the third set. How about that rally for Trinity Valley? And you get a chance to just see the celebration from Sikoska and all of our teammates. That was a big comeback, Coach.
That was huge, and I'm really excited to see how we're going to come out in this game 3. I know Coach made some changes there for game 2, so we'll look and see what that roster is going to look like for us. We're kind of bouncing back through 2 different setters, and it's unique. It's late in the game when she's making those substitutions. I don't know if that has anything to do with the service side of things when we get to that serve part, or if that's just a feel that she has. But it looks like she's subbing 2 of them in at one time, so it could be a hitter in conjunction with that setter.
There's a good look at just some of the rallies and the finish. Oh, that knocked her back on her backside. Sometimes it's moving so fast, you need that good super slow motion to really take it in. And those guys on the Cardinal Sports Network making that happen, bringing it for you. I want to thank our sponsors and just the incredible team that makes that happen night in, night out, whether it's football or volleyball, softball, basketball. They know a little bit about basketball here in Cardinal Country. Look at all the banners up there. And of course, Coach Greg Heyer and the men get their first title last year. How much fun is it, and at the same time, how much pressure is it? Just all the winning. You guys just have, y'all, I can imagine y'all trying to keep up with each other on hey, we just got another dub. That's got to be a really great camaraderie of just excellence around here, isn't it?
Well, everybody wants everyone to win, and I think that's the biggest thing. When one program wins, we all win, and so I think from a athletic staff, we all understand that. We're going to hang a banner in November in the gymnasium for men's basketball, and how exciting is that? Football's in a good position where they're at right now. We've got 3 fall sports going on through the NJCA, and all 3 of them are ranked, and that's just something that's exciting. And I was reading something the other day, and I stole this. I can't say that it's mine, but it said "powered by tradition."
Oh, love it.
And I said, man, that's something I'm going to use from this point forward, and that's Cardinal athletics, right? We're powered by tradition.
Powered by tradition. That's great. Oh boy, that ball dance climbed, did a little up and over. We're still alive here in this first point. That one will go to the Ponies.
They snuck that one in. I mean, blockers were right there, and they put up a good block. Unfortunately, it just fell right in front of us.
Well, now look, I know that we're in the middle of this volleyball game, but you've had a busy summer, and you were celebrated at some point tonight. I want you to talk a little bit about the honor that was given you earlier this summer. Oh, my goodness, coming strong right side. And you always are quick to say, well, you know, you got to be a good scheduler, and I don't know. Congratulations on the being celebrated the way you were in North Carolina and for all of NJCAA. Tell our listeners and our viewers about that.
Yeah, Coach Leon Spencer and myself got a legacy award through the NJCAA when we were honored in North Carolina. Neither one of us attended that ceremony, unfortunately. I just had a few other things with recruiting on my schedule. But, you know, what a great opportunity for Trinity Valley to have two coaches get that award.
That's awesome.
And to have my name in the same conversation as his. I mean,
She's
the court's named after him.
Court. I mean, that's really, I'm proud for you. We talked about it all spring about that opportunity. Never really got to sit down and congratulate you, but I'm not on air anyway, but I was really proud for you. And in true fashion, it's like, I know how to get good scheduling, and it's nothing which I think is honorable. 2-2 here in this very pivotal third set. That one's going to sail. So back to a tit for tat. It's 3-2. Both of these teams going just back and forth. It's been that way since the outset, hasn't it?
We're going back to throwing punches again. And it's going to take us. We've really got to do a better job with our serves.
That's going to be trouble to handle. Oh, it will come out. So that looked like it's trouble in the making, but a great adjustment mid-flight, if you will, and a finish to have that deflect out of bounds. So here
I'm honestly not sure how she hit it.
And
didn't get the antenna, and then obviously they come back and get the antenna on the block. I mean, that was something that she did a really nice job of just trying to put the ball in play. The angles that you have to do and the precision to play this game is unbelievable.
Great get there, and that's coming over. Oh wait, I told Benny this the other night. For the first time in not 10 years, but been with the network for 10 years, I got 2 balls in one set the other night. I've never gotten a ball. Came right to me. I was sitting right there. You notice I've shifted down one.
Well, Toledo had a great swing there and got us a point, got us back up 4-3. And you said this earlier, talking about Cardinal Sports Network. I just want to say how amazing that is. I don't think anyone really understands the opportunities that it provides for us from a recruiting standpoint, in addition to just allowing families to get to see their son or daughter play at elite level. And I might not be the best broadcaster out there, but I tell you what, you guys got an amazing group of humans that put in time, and you study the stats, and you know our names, and you know what's going on in the league, and it's a huge separator.
We definitely tried. So when you're going out and recruiting, it is probably pretty nice to go. And by the way, here, check out this network and see.
We send links out. And I mean, because a lot of us, we do recruit kids from, 3, 4, 5 hours away, states away, countries away, and it gives the families an opportunity because they don't always get to play the Delco. But that goes back to that quick set again. I mean, every time we've had that quick set, we've been super successful. We've just got to find a way to keep that up tempo going.
Nadelko's getting it done, and like you said, the delivery. Somebody give her a pizza delivery box, because she is getting it done. The deliveries continue. 5-4. That could be trouble. No, it's going to dance its way back
that's
across.
That's a really nice job.
And that will end up. Was that one of your players up there making the play on that? I can't quite tell.
Well, no, I think that's actually the Cardettes. We're right behind them. I think that's the Cardettes, because surely if it was Adam, they would have caught it, right?
I was going to say, is that E9? Is that an E? Well, speaking, that would not be an E9 or nothing in the outfield. You guys were incredible last year. I don't know how y'all covered the ground y'all did. It's always fun to watch that softball team. And just, that one goes long. You know, sometimes when it goes long on one end and comes back, everyone's like, oh, wait, I'm not in position yet. I'm here to hit it. But the timing's off a little bit. And one that you think's going to cost you ends up being a gimme on the other side. That's pretty cool. Cardinals stretching a lead here, trying to double them up. See if they can do so with Beatrice Toledo. That one got in deep on her there.
Got a free ball here. Should play to our advantage.
Oh, that is not going to be easy to defend. Susanna says, you know what, you're right, Tim Howard. That wasn't easy to defend.
Yeah, and Nedelko with another kill there. And it just goes back to, we get them out of rhythm. We get a free ball. Gives ourselves an opportunity for Osmond to set us a good ball and give our hitters a chance to get us a point.
That's a dropper if I've ever seen one. What a serve.
Holy Toledo right there. That's
Come on, Benny. That was beautifully executed. How about that ball? It's just coming and dips, dives, and gets it done. And Trinity Valley, boy, they look like they're playing more like we've seen. And it's gonna draw a timeout for the Ponies. So while we got a second to kind of regroup and reset here, let's talk and shift gears yet again. What is one thing that you wish people maybe knew about softball or about coaching or recruiting, or you take us where you want to go, Coach. We don't have you on the set very often. This is really kind of a real treat for us tonight, to have a treasure like you able to sit and talk to us a little bit. Anything that, man, I wish people had a better perspective on this.
I think, just how fun the sport is.
Okay.
It's fast.
Yeah.
And people don't really realize how fast it is. Banana ball is huge, right? And it's about a production. It's I call it the wrestling. That's kind of taken over wrestling, and I think that's what college softball is. It's fun, and to go watch it at an elite level. I mean, it's phenomenal. Oklahoma's going to be at East Texas A&M Commerce next week. That will be huge for their program to bring a caliber of team like that in. Just for young people to go out and watch it. It's contagious. It's exciting, and we're on TV more and more and more.
Right.
But it's growing, and I just encourage everybody to watch it as much as you can and learn so much about it, because it's a lot of fun.
I would like to add to what you were saying. I know I might come across as all you're just saying. I love the venue. I love how y'all have the music, the energy. It's like the place to be. If softball is going on, that is the place to be in Athens, Texas. And so I love my hoops. I love football. I love volleyball. I'm looking forward to softball come next spring. I know you are as well, as y'all get things going here in the fall. Back to action here as that was going to go long, and Trinity Valley is for the second time tonight doubled up Panola. Now in that first set, they were at one point up 8-4. They would eventually be up 10-5, but Panola came all the way back. So can't relax at all. This team's going to come battle all the way. We've seen it.
Well, the other unique thing about volleyball that's different than all the rest of our sports is they change, right? So now they're back on the side of the court that they were on in game one.
Yeah.
And so, is there any kind of factor in that? And I don't know the answer to that. We don't change dugouts in between games. Football's going to change every quarter. They're going to change in between every game. Basketball's going to change. Is there any kind of momentum? Is there a difference that, they're on the end with cheer and they got cheer behind them, or if they're at the other end?
Yeah.
This would be considered our home bench, I guess, if you will.
Oh. I think that would work okay for Gasparini. I think she's okay with this being the home bench because that was a bullet just flying so strong, so hard. When you have 100+ students just going crazy right behind you, and you're trying to serve it. It's got to come into play a little bit. I love it when a long rally starts and they start TVCC. You know, it's just good times here. Well, that's a good answer on their end. It's 11-6. But as you mentioned, you know, you got off to a quick start. You've given yourself a little bit of room to breathe. You don't have to be playing an uphill battle, as it were. So see how they respond. Nice return or save there. Deflected at the net. Oh, that really even wasn't where she wanted it, but she still has the power to get to it and
long rally there, and,
yeah.
and Nedelko just gets the ball where she needs it and does just enough that they can't return it for us. And so 12-6, and now she's going to go serve. Let's see what she can do.
Here we go. I will sell wide. One thing about volleyball, there's a lot of, you know, kind of showmanship or kind of trying to get your mind off, because sometimes there's a guy jumping at full force, swinging, ball's going across court, but gives you just enough to try to have to, you know, move those eyes, worry about spacing just enough, and it sometimes can be a difference maker. Here we are.
I think a lot of times, especially with the setter, they've got to be looking a certain way but set the ball a different way, because you see a lot of those dumps, and they've got to keep one eye on the court at all times to kind of be able to know where I want to set this to where we're going to have the best opportunities to be successful. And got another kill there, and we've got Osmond back to serve. Yeah.
Yes. To Osmond, good job up front. I don't know, Mike's might have caught up. Bianca was calling for into the net on the last one before the double hit here. She's like, but nonetheless, it's a point for the Cardinals eventually, 14-7.
Well, I can tell you this. I never played, well, I guess I played rec.
Yeah.
Intramural something, I don't know, when I was in graduate school, but I would have my fingers taped up, because all those young ladies up at the block and the ball's coming off their fingers. I mean, that ball's coming hard.
Yeah, that thing is moving. It's moving. Coach Patty Figueredo she's so passionate. She's possessed with passion, and like you said, she doesn't have to raise her voice. She's just
She's talking to the referee a lot,
yeah.
But you wouldn't know it. I mean, and that's the difference. When I'm talking to the referee, everybody knows it.
That's why you gave me the look like, why do I need to be mic'd up? I don't need a mic. You can hear me over.
No, I sit at the end of the dugout for a reason.
I'm kidding.
I want to be as far away from that crowd as possible.
So one of the things that you mentioned, the difference as we get cross-court pass, try to catch them napping. You mentioned, I thought she caught that ball for herself. Almost looked like she palmed it and threw it over. But
that's a big kill for Washington right there for the Phillies.
They're back within five. You mentioned it a while ago about the style of game. You know, softball, you're building to a point where you have that big momentum shot. But this is back and forth, so quick. You know, you got to ride those waves of momentum. Here's not what they wanted there.
Save.
See if they finish. Well, let's go.
Salvador.
Yeah.
Big kill over there off the right side.
Man, that's big time now. Let's see if they can add to it here. So Bianca Salvador is at the stripe. Love to see what they do here. It's important that they don't take their foot off the gas here. I mean, it's one of those where mentally, if you're up big and then you let them climb back for a second time, it could really get in your head with needing to win in 2 sets out of the next 3, but not going to do it with that. Great effort by the Cardinals.
That's a double block there with Neighbors in Toledo.
Holy Toledo.
Holy Toledo.
Salvador back at the stripe. Trinity Valley up 16-9, both were tied one set apiece here in this third set. Great night of volleyball going on in Athens, Texas. Glad to have you along on the broadcast as Cardinals are ranked number 9 in the nation. Sitting in first place, sole possession of first place, Region 14, and that is a nice job from Vittoria Gasparini.
Starting to heat up a little bit. That confidence and momentum is starting to build. You can see it in their mannerisms. You can just see it on their faces and the excitement that they have. We need to roll off a couple more points here and just keep that momentum going into the fourth.
Salvador to serve. That's an ace. Boy, that was a beauty. I think I love the celebration as much as anything. Arms out wide, I'm taking off, flying around the court. So Salvador kind of surveying. This time, oh, that's trouble. That was trouble in the making, and they get to it, but do they really when they just air it?
That back-to-back aces.
Yeah.
You got to be happy with that, and got to hope that we can just keep serving the ball the way that we want it.
Trying to get to that magic 20. 19-9, first one to 25, but we all know that 20 is a huge number. Played it off the net, and that is going to do it. 29 now, so we are into the red zone. Cardinals been in control for a lot of this third set here. Cardinals going to get back up on their feet. Cardinal cheer anyway. And they'll make a little noise on the bleachers. She's had a nice run at the service stripe. That wasn't me that said that, was it?
That was
as soon as I said it.
That was just bad luck. I mean, if it's a quarter of an inch more, that ball gets over, and they're not going to be able to defend or to play that. So,
yeah, we've seen a couple on that routine there that were just not able to be handled. Way to get down after that. Great job. Little indecision there. That got away from them a little bit wide, so now it's 20-11.
This is where we just got to refocus. Just refocus here, get the ball back on our side.
Henry McElroy got the serve and then the finish at the net that time.
Yeah, Lopez did a really nice job there as we tried to serve receive and it just went over, and she didn't give us any time to get set up. She just hit it right back over.
Yeah, that's been a skill that when they've had success, is that quick game, and so Trinity Valley wants to stop that. How about that up front from Mitchell? Sarah Mitchell coming up strong, so a little bit of pushback here from the Ponies. You're still in a real good position, so no panic at this point. You just got to take care of business here. Oh, man. Sacrificing the body off that. Cards will get the point, and they're up 21-13 here in this third set.
The Phillies did a really nice job there. I mean, they had a couple big ups and kept some balls in play, but unfortunately hit it in the net, and that's exciting for us to give us the ball to serve and give us an 8-point lead.
Yeah, that does. When you're trying to climb the mountain, so to speak, and you battle, and then have them just go right in the middle of the net, a la like that. It does kind of break your back a little bit mentally. You'd much rather be up 7 than on the other end of that happen. So Cardinals still working hard here. As the Ponies haven't shown any dip in their game, though. They're still playing, trying to fight their way back.
That's a really good serve by Bizzato right there.
That'll go wide. So back to 7. Back to 6 rather. When you got such a long way to go, I think you're just trying to chip away. Point here, point here, point here, and not think about how much you got to do in a short amount of time.
Yeah, we need to find a way here to get the ball back, and we'll take that. Service error there.
Victoria says, here, I'm just going to make it easy on you. I'm going to just pull my hand back because that was on the outer banks there. So up 22-15 here, set 3. Tied 1 apiece, 1 set apiece here. Oh, that's trouble.
It's coming at us.
See, I bragged that I got 2 the night, and then you saw me. She's like, mental note to self. Tim Howard has no eligibility for my softball team. Yeah, that's a big point now. You're a couple away from getting it done. 23-15. And in the back of their mind, I think they're thinking, boy, if we would have took care of business in that first set, we'd be done. 24-15. So set point here. Cardinals trying to finish it out. They dropped the first set 22-25, took set 2 25-22, trying to close this one out at 25-15. Let's see how they approach. Well, Toledo doesn't get it done there. So still some life in the Ponies here in this third set.
They're finding a way to do enough to stay in. We just got to take care of the ball here. Give us a good opportunity to get a set here and get us to kill to win another game.
That's a great set, but handled by Panola. Oh boy, gotta finish it off. And the celebration begins. We're headed to the 4th set. Cardinals leading it 2-1 here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
I was in a coma for about 2 weeks. I've had the worst happen to me, but you can't let life beat you down.
I was in recovery and Dr. Heyman, and he said, you and I are going to run in this marathon next year.
My dream is to help other traumatic brain injury survivors.
By the time we finished the first mile, I started tearing up. You know, we went full circle here. I'll live my life to the fullest each day.
I want to show them that you're strong, you're resilient, and you can keep going.
Here's to those who never settle.
You know, here at First State Bank, we're not just about opening accounts or getting loans. We're about community, whether that's sponsoring local events, donating to nonprofits, or volunteering hundreds of hours. It comes down to the fact that we're local money working for you, local people. For over 80 years, we've been helping Texans build their homes, their businesses, and their dreams. With 7 convenient locations, there's always a branch around the corner. So come say hi and get to know us. First State Bank, where community matters.
Just touch me till I can get my satisfaction.
For legal reasons, we can't say an Egg McMuffin is a hangover cure. But it probably wouldn't hurt to have one delivered. Just putting it out there. Order McDelivery in the app.
Wow, that was the shot of the night right there. That was super sweet. She's winning the crowd over with that. Hey, welcome back. We're headed to the 4th set. Cardinals leading 2-1. I'm Tim Howard, along with Coach Maria Wynn-Ratliff, the softball coach, head coach of the Cardinal softball. And, man, this has been a lot of fun tonight. Love seeing how the Cardinals rallied back in that 3rd set. They kind of went coast to coast on that one, didn't they?
Well, I think it goes back to what we said earlier. I mean, we didn't get that first set the way that we wanted to, and I think, we gained some momentum in 2, and then that 3 is that really pivotal game, and we kind of came out and just dominated. And so, once again, we've got to do that same thing, and it looks like we started the same lineup in game 3 as we did 2, and we're starting that same lineup again in game 4. So I think Coach has really, got some confidence in the young ladies that are on the court right now, and we just need to come out and make sure that we can take care of the volleyball. And it looks like the Phillies are taking their time getting on the court. Coach McCrae's really trying to do some motivation there to keep them in the game, because this is a must-win set for them.
Yeah, they got to get 2 of the next 3 if they're going to walk out of here tonight. They are trailing 2-1. Trinity Valley needs 1 of the next 2. They would love to polish it off right here. Let's just be honest. Those legs, you're about to be on the road for a couple weeks, 2.5 weeks before you're back. So take care of business and save that. You might need it here in a couple of months.
Well, and I think I remember you saying that they're going to go up to West Plains and play up in West Plains, and that's where Coach Patty played. So that's her alma mater. That's where she came from. So, it's never easy going back to somewhere that you left. Whether you left on your own terms or not. Big kill right there by Toledo. But
what are the memories for sure?
Yeah, and the first time doing it.
Yeah.
And so, there'll be some emotions there, I'm sure. But there's a lot of people in that community that I know are going to be really excited to get a chance to see her and Hobson as well.
Absolutely. The Cardinals off to a good start. Get that first one. Another race. How about it? Malisku Osman. Osman has been super with that serve, man. Doing it again tonight and getting it done. Not the start you want for Panola, because you want to find they've been playing, kind of uphill most of the night, and you don't want to have to do that. Now that'll help things, but they're going to get her into the net. So that's 3 now, 3-0 lead.
Outside of that, late game 1, set 1, they've worked from behind and just had to play from behind and behind and behind, and it worked out for them there in the first game. But it'll be really interesting to see their responses. They thought they had a point, and the referees took that away. It looks like again they just continue to be in the net.
I do want to go back to one thing. As Cardinals have built a 4-0 lead, in that first set, you had a great point. The perspective of, hey, you're trying to battle back and get this first set, obviously, but it's not going to be all end all right now. You got a long night ahead, and they righted the ship, and now they find themselves trying to finish it off here in the third set. That perspective actually is a transferable experience. And that works in volleyball, that works in softball, that works in life. Sometimes you're going to be live to play again.
Yeah, there's times we're going to get down early, and we just have to remind them, let's chip away at the lead. Let's find ways to get momentum. Don't give them another big inning. And find a way for us to be able to do some things. And just like that, we give them, they got a point, we come back. Let's have those rallies where if they score, we just don't give them an opportunity to score 3 or 4 in a row. Let's find a way to roll off 2 or 3, and they can have their one.
Yeah.
And the math's going to math at the end in our favor.
The math is mathing at 5-1 for the Valley right now. Trying to add more to it is Salvador. They should be able to do something with this. Here's the set. Oh, boy, great play at the net that time. Was that Washington that got a hold of that? Yeah, I believe that was Washington. Might have been Susanna. One of them came up strong in the net for the Ponies, and they needed that for real.
Tim, I don't want to forget, Coach Sanchez had a big win yesterday at home against Northeast Texas, and then they're going to play at home again tomorrow. Big game for them tomorrow afternoon. So if you haven't had a chance to come out and watch Cardinal soccer, I got to go with Tyler last week and watch them play TJC, and they came out with the tie, and it's one of the best soccer matches I've seen in a long, long time. So just fans, if you don't have anything going on tomorrow afternoon, come to the groundbreaking ceremony at 2 at the fitness center, and then head over to the pit. to support Cardinal soccer.
Well, they've been fun to watch. Exactly, Coach Adam Sanchez and what they were able to do. And the other night, Benny and I were on set for this. Cardinals soccer was going simultaneous broadcast. Man, that is a new level. But I'm thrilled for what they've got going. I got a peek out there. 8-0 at that point. I think that's how it ended up on that Northeast.
Yeah, he was on Benny's coach's show. I think that aired this morning, and I got to listen to that, and that was really good. He talked about some of the renovations and upgrades that they're making out there to the pit, and just what a great addition to our athletic department. Him and his family have been wonderful since they got into Texas and Athens, America, and we're just blessed to have a coach of his caliber, added into the Cardinal athletic family.
7-3 here. I want you to kind of expand on that thought in a minute. That'll go wide 7-4. But chance to kind of, like if you were talking to a family or talking to a recruit, I think I just heard your pitch right there. This is Athens, America. What makes this such a special place?
The intangible things, I've been at other places that might have something that's bigger or better, but Cardinal Sports Network, Dr. Morrison, and all the positive things that he's bringing to the table and facility upgrades and, making sure our budgets align with what we need to have to be successful and have the things for our student athletes to feel valued. Yeah. One of the best leagues in the country, our Friend of the Cardinal program for those students that want to be a part of that. It's just an amazing opportunity, the connection that they get to have in our community, the community itself.
I think the community just enjoyed that smash at the net right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you talk about friends of the Cardinals and all the intangibles. Those things really do stack up to being, this is a real special place. And then the fact that, playing at a high level of competition, you're going to have opportunities. You take advantage of those opportunities. You got a chance to go to another level.
Well, you had women's volleyball at the national tournament. You had women's soccer, go from very average to very good in a season. Football had a good year. Women's basketball wins the conference. Men's basketball wins the national championship. Cheer wins the first ever NJCA competition that they could participate in. Cardettes win 2 national championships. Cheer wins another national championship. We go to the World Series. It goes back to that powered by tradition.
That's just on. Yeah, that is ringing true. That team that got to go out to Yuma, Arizona last year, really, that was such a fun team to watch. And we got a fun one going here, a 3-point contest down to 2 after that. It is the fourth set, rather. Trinity Valley leading this 2-1. I'll tell you what, the Ponies, they looked a little shaky to start, but man, they are battling. We saw it in that first set, and they're fighting their way back in it here.
They got a couple of those calls in the net, and that kind of fired them up a little bit, and it actually gave them a little bit of a spark. And that just worked out in our favor. I mean, that's a miss hit that they couldn't capitalize on, and thank goodness it worked out for us.
Yeah, I think Washington is still thinking, whoa, man, that one was coming right. It was a long set, goes over the top, and she's ready to smash it. She smashed it, but just not where she wanted to, right into the net. That'll go down. So we're back to a 2-point contest here. 10-8. Trinity Valley leading it. 8 serving 10.
Well, I really hope no one thought that we were just going to walk away with this and that Coach McRae and the Phillies were just going to say, oh, here, you can take game 4 and we're going to get on our bus and go home. I mean, after the way that first game went. And we just got to find a way to control the tempo like we did in the third set. And give ourselves great opportunities to be successful, as we did right there. We got a great set, and that set alluded to us having a great opportunity to get a kill there, and that's exactly what we did.
Bianca got the big finish right there at the net, and moments ago was just talking with her coach, like literally right before, and she's talking to her, hey, head up, keep going, keep working, and there was a good result of that. Nice finish on the other side. Back and forth we go here, 11-9. Yeah, Trinity Valley and Panola, and on the hardwood here, I can't help but think of men's basketball last year. They had, goodness gracious, they had a fantastic series It was split or 2 times they played in the regular season, then eventually meet up in the at the national tournament. And boy, that you felt like that if they got past that Panola team, they were going to win it all. They did.
Well, I tell you, the power of that at-large bid, right? Some things didn't go our way in the tournament. We win the conference. We're the #1 seed, and some things just don't go our way. And we're very fortunate that we get that at-large bid and you know, come in. And I remember when the seedings came out, I messaged Coach and I said, "What do you think?" And he goes, "I love it."
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, he really liked, and I can't remember what seed they were, 5, 6, 7, something like that. And he goes, yeah. He goes, "We got the best seed possible." And I'm thinking, okay, Coach. And he knew exactly what he was doing. And man, what a national tournament and excitement. I hated that I couldn't be there because of our season. But, you know, got to go up to Freelancers and be in that atmosphere and watch the game. And thank you to Paul Benson for all that he does.
I was going to say, that's another gem in the community as you're talking about recruiting, because, you know, I was in Hutchinson, was able to get there fortunately for that. But the amount of fun and folks that were there and the liveliness of that was one night people are always going to remember. So great place to be. We got a good one going. It's 11 apiece here in the 4th set. Not anymore. It's back to a 1-point advantage for Trinity Valley.
Casey Neighbors there just read the court so well, saw the opening and had the push there, I guess. I don't know if that's a right volleyball term or not, but that's kind of what she did, and found a way to get us a point and get us back on the positive side here.
See if they can get a little separation back here after a big rally from the Ponies. Great job going strong at the net. That's big time from Casey Neighbors. So more from Salvador, Bianca Salvador. We got a timeout. They're going to get a chance to kind of recharge the batteries, as it were. So a minute to talk to the head softball coach at Trinity Valley. I'm always curious whether it's baseball or softball. When you're walking out to the mound in the circle and you got to make a pitching change, when do you make that call? Is it a gut thing? Is it one of those things where you're like, okay, statistically I know, or is it instinct, or is it a little bit of both?
I think it's both, and I think it depends on the student athlete as well. I mean, sometimes we know, hey, we're only going to let them go through the lineup a couple times. Maybe this pitch isn't working. Maybe what her best pitch is, the umpire's just not giving us that part of the plate. Or maybe that height, you know, it could be a height issue. So there's just so many things that go into it. In the fall for us, it's not that way. It's pretty scripted. We know, hey, we played on Sunday. You're going to throw 3 innings. You're going to throw 2 innings. You're going to throw an inning. You're going to throw an inning. But when the springtime rolls around, obviously that changes drastically, and it's just a feel. Yeah. And you know, you got to hope that the feeling's right. And sometimes
how good does it feel when it just goes perfectly? That's just exactly how I wanted it.
That's awesome. But when it doesn't, I mean, like every coach, we second guess. We go home. We coach the coach. You know, and what can we do better? How can we grow? And even in the wins, right? It's not just in the losses. A lot of times, you know, we can learn more from a bad win than we can, you know, from, you never say a good loss, but sometimes there are such things as good losses. And
yeah, you can kind of, you know, we just referenced, and obviously you want to win the regional tournament, go out and be the #1 seed for basketball, but that could have been a good loss in a way. Kind of everybody has, okay, all right, now we refocus. You know, we have been dominant, and I know every team has some of those throughout a season. So good insight. 1-point advantage. No, my goodness, I started to say it was going down for Holy Toledo, but nicely done by the Ponies to react.
That's a great job by Salvador right there.
Oh, missed that one. So we are all tied at 13 here in the 4th set.
The last time that we were tied around these numbers, the Phillies gained momentum and kept that momentum. So we've got to find a way here to get a stop and get the ball back.
That one went long on this set. Nothing she could do with it. Had to go up to try to defend the net. Just does not get the result. You're right. The Ponies did this in set 1, and now have taken the lead here at 14-13. They never looked back in that first set. Let's see how the Cardinals respond this go-around. Cross-court pass, and that'll get it tied back up, 14 apiece.
We're going to get Nedelko back in, and I think right here we'll see a couple more of those quick sets out of the middle that we've been very, very successful with. So,
yeah, that's been kind of the key to the change tonight, was when they got those quick sets going, they were unstoppable. So if they can keep that momentum going. That'll go wide. Yeah. Cards pick up a point there. The easy way, if there is such a thing.
All I can think about is the cheer always saying the hard way. How do we do it the hard way? I'm going to tell you, if we don't, hopefully Cardinal Sports Network stays on so that the fans can really see that cheer.
It's one of my favorite things.
I mean, it's fun. It's a tradition.
There are times, though, we love to sit and go, do we always have to do it the hard way, the hard way, the hard way? But they, that does speak to the commitment, the whatever it takes, the grittiness, we'll grind it out. And I love it. There's a big-time stop at the net. Celebrating big time there is Gasparini. Love it. Yeah, but you're right, man. That is one of the special things. Benny told us, I think that was in the 90s that thing got going.
Okay.
So it's been around for a long time, and it's one of the best traditions here. One of my new favorite traditions is the tower going red. That's a good answer that time from the Ponies. The other night got to go twice as bright with the soccer win and the volleyball.
We wanted to go red again. That'll be my job after we get done. I got to go over there and get that thing lit up. So yeah, that's been really cool that we've got an opportunity to do that. And I think that was Eddie Kite a couple years ago saying how can we get this figured out? And we had to get some new lighting and stuff put in there. And Dr. Morrison made a huge commitment to make that happen. And so it's a really cool tradition.
It is, and it's one of those things that kind of finds its way around social media. There's a big play at the net. Nice response. Going up and strong again. Come on, Nedelko.
That was one of those quick sets that we didn't get the kill initially, but we were able to stay in it, and she could definitely get that block there to make sure that we won that point.
She's really gotten comfortable. She in the last 3 weeks, she's been, and I know she's been already really good, but really getting comfortable now and making all those big time plays. There's another one. That's a big answer at the net that time from Nedelko.
Well, and I don't think a lot of people realize how young we are. If you look at it, a lot of the players on the court right now for us, we're about 50-50 freshman, sophomore. And so Coach, I know, brought in some players. I think Coach Hayes had some players, that she had recruited before she left as well. So, we're getting a lot of young players that is getting a lot of experience early on in their career, and that's exciting for the future of Cardinal volleyball.
Oh, tried to go down and get that, not able to get to it. Good court awareness to find that spot and dink it down just in time. So here comes Susanna. She'll serve for the Ponies. But yeah, back to that point about the youth. And these guys are only going to get better. They're only going to get better. More repetitions. Oh, kind of indecisive there for a second, but
So is that one where you're looking at me saying I got it, and I'm looking at you and saying you got it?
Call it.
Somebody just needs to get it.
Somebody get it. 18-17. Chance to tie it here. Susanna. She's on to do the honors here. Just had a nice job on the last serve. See if she can tie it up here. Ponies still battling. Down 2-1 here in the fourth set. Cardinals had them on the ropes, but have not put them away, and we are all tied at 18. Now, I'll tell you, Coach's got to be really proud of the grittiness of the Panola squad. They hadn't packed it in.
Well, you saw her. She had a little fist pump there, and she's a Florida Gator, and she's got a lot of excitement, a lot of family tradition there for the McRae sisters that's been at Panola for a long, long time.
Oh, she tried to go to that empty spot, just didn't quite get it over the net.
She knew where she wanted to go. She just came a little short.
Panola now recaptures the lead. They're up by 1 here, 19-18. They've got to get this set to force a fifth, but I'd imagine Coach Patty's like, hey, we don't want to even give them the opportunity, guys. Let's take care of business here. We got to finish this thing off. As you look at both sides, the fatigue at some point is going to kick in. You're going to really have to grind it out. So let's see if they can't close it out here. Your thoughts?
I think the same thing I said before. It's just, hey, let's relax here, right? We've got an opportunity to get the ball back in our hands. Let's find a way to win this in 4. Play the way that we know how to play. Slow the game down, and make sure that we're doing the little things right. This goes back to serve receive. Make sure that when we get the ball from them, that we give ourselves a good touch, get it to our setter, let her work. She's the quarterback, if you will. She's the pitcher, if you will. And she's going to touch the ball a ton and make sure that she can give our hitters a good opportunity to get a good swing on the ball and give us a chance to tie it up and get the ball back in our hands.
Is your shortstop the quarterback, or is it the pitcher? Is it the catcher? Or who's the quarterback in softball?
It's tough to really say which one. This year, I would say it's more of our shortstop. We've got a really good young freshman leader that sees the field really well, communicates really well. So she's probably going to be the vocal leader.
Gotcha.
Ideally, I would say I'd want it to be more of my catcher. We just have some silent assassins back there this year. And then we just got a huge pitching staff. So, I mean, we're going to have lots of options that you're going to see in the circle.
It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
We got a fun one going here. They just tie it 19 apiece. Come on, let's finish it off. Gasparini to serve. Goes down to get that one. Nice answer coming back across the way here. Getting to the 20 mark is Panola. They're in the red zone. See if the Cards can respond. That's on the response. Bianca Salvador put a little extra on that one. We're at 20 apiece. I'd be okay with just ending it here. I mean, I don't want to minimize the opportunity to get to hang out with Coach. I'd love to see him finish it off. I know Coach Patty would as well. It's like, hey, let's get this thing done here. Back to the line. Here goes Nedelko. Oh, that had a little body English on it. They track it down. From the middle line, getting it done. That's a big-time hit from Holy Toledo, Beatrice Toledo. That's nice.
If you don't know what the cheer team says as the ball comes over, it's E-A-T. And I need this to get over because I'm ready to eat.
Hey, I'm with you. Let's end it. I think that's what the term means. Hey, we want to go get that dinner. We're one step closer.
Big block by Neighbors right there. That's exciting.
Tuiasosopo is crawling across the court with excitement. It's going to force a timeout. 22-20. That's one thing. While we got a little break in the action here, because team is a team is a team. No matter what you're playing, how important are those relationships? And everybody just kind of finding that vibe. I mean, you probably had teams that were really tight, and other times maybe they're not so tight. If you do your job, doesn't it the same thing, or is it? Talk to me about your experience.
Oh, I tell them all the time. Chemistry will beat talent every day of the week.
Love it.
You know, you got to love each other. You got to want to play for each other. You got to want to be in the trenches with each other because it's hard. Junior college athletics is hard. Yeah. I mean, it is a constant grind every single day, and I've had some really talented teams that never made it to the World Series, and I've had some, just average talented teams that, man, their chemistry was amazing, and they were so much fun to be around and so much fun to coach.
So when you're in the dog days of the season, and maybe that just, you got somebody can just lift you to that other level that you're not maybe feeling that day, huh?
Washington with a big kill right there.
Oh, that was. Gets them back to within one.
But, you got to have a spark. We had Allison Garcia last year, and she came in at Christmas for us, and she started cheering, and everyone's like, what are you doing? We don't cheer here. And it just became infectious, and it just became something that we do, and we played on Sunday, and all of a sudden they knew one cheer, and I said, y'all are about to stop cheering if you can't come up with more cheers. You can't keep having the same cheer for everybody.
That's a long doubleheader. There's a pass, cross court. Oh, she had to go with the offhand Got it over, but around the antenna. So
that's the second time she's tried to use that left hand there over there on that right side to make something happen, and it just hadn't worked out in her favor.
They're going to have that double substitution again here. We're tied 22 apiece as you've got Bojanic and Bonato coming on.
Switching those setters again. That's something that we've seen super late in the game. Toledo's coming out, and that's shocking.
Well, and they just had an opportunity. Talking about the set, that set she was having to go into, you know, out of bounds really to try and get it over the antenna. Here we go. Going to be handled by the Ponies. Got a chance. Should be played. Great show. No, they couldn't get to it.
Gasparini did a great job there with the dig, and unfortunately we just couldn't get anybody there. Now this is just a calm down right here. Find a way to give ourselves a great opportunity to tie it up and get the ball back.
23-22. Here is the serve. Cards with a shot here. Kept alive. Great net play by the Ponies. They're going to have a chance to finish it. Not able to. Great get. Cards from the mid-stripe, handled on the back line. Great net play. That's going to do it there to tie it. That is huge. That time it's going to be Bojanic as well as, I believe that was Neighbors.
That's a great rally. I mean, on both sides, just big things happening, and came up with a big swing when we needed to.
Needed that one, and you look at kind of the body language right now. A lot of hand on hips on that Panola side. Not to say that they're not tired on this side, but they're looking at a lot bigger hill to climb. Oh, that's out. Goes wide on the serve. That's a huge service error there. Gotta have a short memory though. Gotta forget that. Climb back up the Cards. Don't want to have to force a fifth set, but still could get out of here. Timeout coming with a 1-point deficit. Panola leading 24-23 here in the fourth set. They were down in set one. They came all the way back, took set one from the Cardinals. Here we are in set four. Same kind of scenario. Trinity Valley had them down on the mat, but they bumped the way back up, and now Trinity Valley in danger of going 5 this afternoon or this evening now here. What is
that
the
one
key?
hurt. That one hurt.
Yeah, you had a chance really to kind of, the crowd was all in favor. You're all ready to have that going the other way, and then we're forcing match point. Now you're looking at set point the other way. See how they respond. Not a lot of talking in that huddle. Says, hey, y'all know what you need to do.
I think that was just a timeout, calm everybody down, just figure out a way to we want to win it in 4. I think if you get to 5, you're giving everybody a chance.
It's any man's game then. So see if you can fight your way back here. Cardinal cheer gets the fight song going. Love it. Here's chance to come back across. That's going to go. Cards get the point. Out of bounds off of the Ponies. It is 24-24.
No, something's going on here. I don't know what happened because my volleyball knowledge is not enough. But we got the point.
Yeah.
I know as soon as something happened, Coach Patty was pointing, and the down ref right away recognized it.
Wow, this is back to a tie set here, a tied match, 24 apiece. Jump serve. Push. Coach Patty was wanting the palm, but not going to get it there.
The line judge called it out, so I'm really confused, but it looks like the up ref called it in.
She's like, she caught the ball and passed it over the net. Cards got to respond here. Set point. Kept alive. Big time play at the net by Neighbors. Can they finish it? Pass over. Oh, we got a rally going here. That's long, and it's going to be tied 25 apiece. Whoa, no. They're saying touched by the Cardinals. I didn't even think it was close. I'd love to see that again, or maybe I don't want to see it again.
The touch there.
Branson, I don't know. You tell me. Looks like we're going to be going. Here's another look at it coming up momentarily. But we will be going to a third set. Here it comes for you. Or going to a fifth set, rather. Here's a look at it. Oh, man.
I don't know.
Here's a slowed down version. I didn't see the ball change. One more look. Really good camera work. I don't think she got it. She was trying to. So we're gonna go ahead and step away. We got 2 minutes before we go to the fifth and deciding set.
I was trying to get some help from one of my volleyball people there in the stands if they saw something that we didn't, but I couldn't get their attention. So I guess everybody's getting their money's worth.
I was going to say, this is a full house money's worth tonight. Quick timeout. We come back with the final set after this on the Cardinals Sports Network.
Your team leaves everything on the field. They play with heart and with their mind. But being smart starts long before the kickoff. With the latest technology, sports medicine advancements, expert physicians, we can keep your team healthy and protect joints and growing bones for this big moment and their future on any field. Physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At UT Health East Texas, our skilled orthopedic and sports medicine experts are using advanced joint technologies to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
Are you looking for a school with a champion mindset? Look no further than Trinity Valley Community College, the home of champions. Become a part of a community where excellence is the norm. A school that provides nationally accredited programs, award-winning groups, vibrant life, and dedicated support. We are ready to start you on your path to success. Become a Cardinal champion today by applying at apply.tvcc.edu.
I was in a coma for about 2 weeks. I've had the worst happen to me, but you can't let life beat you down.
I was in recovery and the doctor came in and he said, you and I are going to run in this marathon next year.
My dream is to help other traumatic brain injury survivors.
By the time we finished the first mile, I started tearing up. We went full circle here. I'll live my life to the fullest each day.
I want to show them that you're strong, you're resilient, and you can keep going.
Here's to those who never settle. For legal reasons, we can't say an Egg McMuffin is a hangover cure. But it probably wouldn't hurt to have one delivered. Just putting it out there. Order McDelivery in the app.
Well, Coach, we were just talking in the break. You definitely want to, as we get a look at the end of this thing. Here's a great angle. We didn't see this while ago in the timeout. But we are going 5 regardless. No. Missed it. Great camera work there. I'm sure Coach Patty would probably not want to see that right this second. Maybe afterward the game during the interview we might ask her about. But we're going 5 here. So this thing, like you said, everybody's getting their money's worth on this. Cardinals come in here sitting on top of Region 14. Panola coming in on the year 3-2 in Region 14. They know, hey, we got to have this thing if we're going to give ourselves a fighting chance. And they have put up a fight tonight. We're playing to 15, so no dilly-dally rumor here. You got to come out strong. And that's a strong smash to start things. In case you were wondering, Salvador says, I got something left in my tank.
Well, and that what it could be really to come down to is just who's got enough left. I mean, it's been a punch-in match. I mean, that third set, we kind of dominated a little bit, but for the most part, everything's been coming down to the wire, and who's still got legs in them to find a way to get to 15 first.
That's a push. She kind of had to catch that and get it over the top. Cupped it.
Looks like Coach Patty's excited that they finally called it because I think she thinks they've been doing that all night long.
I was going to say there was one while ago that was pretty, I don't want to say it was obvious, but it looked pretty much like a cup and throw. Big, strong at the net that time from Trinity, Washington. Washington out of Fort Worth with that one there. 2-1. Remember, it's the 5th set, so only playing to 15. And Cards gonna have to grind this one out tonight. Good hustle. They ought to have an opportunity here. I caught a double hit on the...
I missed that. I thought she did a really good job coming over here to get it.
Yeah.
It happened so fast, I didn't see it.
Little grimace there. 2 apiece here. Well, that's a firing. Nicely done. Staying alive. Cards back up 1-3-2. Coach a little frustrated over here from the Ponies. I read lips when it's that easy. You're kidding me, was the frustration side.
Neighbors is just coming up big again. I mean, we just keep talking about her. You know, Toledo. I think those names just keep getting mentioned over and over again of just the little things that they do. And then Gasparini has just been, her and Nedelko have just been swinging it really well tonight.
Dominant performance, but yet equally up to it tonight. The Ponies of Panola. Back and forth we go. This is a, oh, that one got her on the chin and then on the back shoulder. Cards needed that. They're up 4-2.
Take that ace, and Bonato's back in the setter spot. So we're seeing that change earlier in this game. We got men's basketball excited over here. They're on their feet, cheers on their feet. We got maybe some extra cheer Cardettes over there.
Got some fans on their feet behind the Cardettes. Some coming along. Everybody working hard. Good communication. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. She was ready to celebrate. Talk about Bonato. But a good answer from the Ponies. Got a piece of that. No? Oh. Okay, so back to 4-3.
That looked really, really good, but the line judge said that was out. So she got a little better angle than we do on that side of the court.
I thought it was a deflection. Got a piece, maybe. There's a chance for the Cards. That'll sell long. Back to 4 apiece. Boy, we are getting plenty of action both sides. One thing about it, this is one of those games that you're learning a lot about your team. Maybe more so for the Ponies because they come in here 3-2, but knowing, hey, we can climb right back into it and not only take one from the Cardinals, but send a message to everybody. That tile helped them that time. Cardinals will have a chance here at the net. A little English on that one. Oh, man.
Wow.
That's a smash there. We are into the 5th set, and the Ponies take the lead for the first time here in the 5th and deciding set. That is going to be one Salvador has go off the top of the netting here at Cardinal Gym. 4-6. Time out taken here as Trinity Valley is going to talk it over. And maybe do a little reset, refocus, because you think about it, you're up 4-2, now you're down 6-4. So it's an opportunity to kind of squash a little of that momentum. Get your fans into it, crowd into it a little bit here. Everybody want to stand and stretch a little. It's been a long night here at Cardinal Gym.
I want to tell you, it's cold in the gym tonight. I wasn't prepared of how chilly it was going to be.
I am over here agreeing with you. Benny would have had the parka on by now, and I'm usually smarter than I look, and I did not wear my parka tonight. But
well,
yeah,
we need to start heating the gym up. And if we can get a few points here and just start warming it up a little bit. It's evident why our coaching staff wears long pants and long shirts, because
it does get cooler.
We should know how chilly it gets in here.
That's right. So here is a 6 serving 4. 6 serving 4. Ponies up by 2. Trinity just needs to get an answer here, get a little momentum going back their way.
Looks like we're checking rotations here to make sure we got everybody where they're supposed to be coming out of that timeout.
And as you go into a 5th set, you talked about those numbers of, you have limited numbers of how many can get into a match, And so as you go on, you might need every bit of that. So probably doing some strategy and thinking through some of that, as it were. Cardinals got out to a 4-2 lead, and then the answer came from the Panola Ponies. They are now not only tied it, but climbed back to a 2-point advantage.
We definitely want to make sure we get this right here, because we don't want to be out of rotation and lose a point.
That's right. Absolutely. It's a smart move to just double check it, and not,
Well, and we called that timeout. This also slows the pace of the game down a little bit. So it's okay. Making sure that we got what we want, just give ourselves a chance to catch our breath and regroup and get going.
When you're in a high pressure situation with your softball team, and it's you're kind of backs against the wall, you're in that. What do you say? You walk out in the huddle, you walk out in that circle, and you're like, hey, we got bases loaded, nobody out. Somebody's got to be the voice of calm, voice of reason.
If you notice, I don't call timeout very often.
Yeah.
We want to play fast.
Yeah.
So if I'm calling timeout, it's usually because I'm not happy about something.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's sometimes I just got to walk out there and just say, man, catch your breath. Like, let's find a way to get an out. It doesn't matter how it comes. Don't give them a big inning.
Do you have a joke up your sleeve that you ever have to pull out? And they're like, oh, whoa, coach is doing stand-up. This is not good.
No,
I'm kidding with you.
I used to have a pitcher, though, when Coach Barnhart played for me. I had a pitcher that I'd take candy out to the mound.
Huh?
And that was what she needed, was bottle caps. I'd take her bottle caps candy. And that was something that was big that could just settle her down. But it's tough. It's really tough when you go out there and things aren't going your way, and you gotta try to communicate in the most positive manner and make sure that you're trying to get the results you want. And we've just got to find a way right here to regroup and get us a point.
Yeah, you got to get a point first. Start getting that momentum back. That's going to help. Oh, the counting.
That should have been 4.
I thought so too. Pushed them deep on that one. That is going to go down. Wow. Coach Patty is not happy. I thought that was a 4. They must have called one off a deflection. That is going to be switching sides at the halfway point here. 8-4. And, man, we've talked about Panola. They have been able to get on a run. They've been consistent on that throughout the evening. They were down that first set. They're down in that 4th set. Now they were down here in the 5th set. Not by as much, but they continue to come at you. So they're going to have to – the Cardinals are going to have to find an answer. Still plenty – not as much time, but you got enough time. Just got to get one to fall and then – get this crowd, give them something to cheer more about. There's an answer at the net. Boy, neighbors were all over it. Back and forth we go. Big time, my goodness. We got a front row. So point goes to Panola off of the valley, out of bounds. Oh boy, this is starting to get a little dicey as the mountain's getting tougher to climb here. Timeout. Coach Patty going to talk it over with her team here. You're now down 9-5, and you just, I think, regroup. And it's not just the, hey, you are capable. You've got what it, but now you got to find the mental battle and the fatigue factor, because the legs have to be really start to burn, because a lot of minutes on that floor tonight.
Well, we just got to get back in system.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest thing. You know, when they serve it here, find a way that we can get a great dig and get the ball back to our setters and give us a chance. I mean, we get a point. You know, we get that excitement back.
Sure.
It becomes contagious. We run 2 or 3 off, and now you put yourself in a great situation to win at the end. And you know, they're a long way away from this being over.
Yeah.
And we just got to find a way here just to give ourselves a chance to stay in the game.
You got to get that first one before you can, you know, and build on it. So stop the bleeding, as it were, here. Serve is going to be handled. Cross-court pass. That is an ace on the line. Smash City.
Now build from there. That's what we got to do is, you know, just let Salvador just keep serving for us and build from there and just make sure that we can get some good serves and defend.
Yeah, you got an opportunity here, and that did lift the spirits of the crowd. See if they can add to. Thought that might be going long. Great effort to go get it, and they push it all the way back. Everybody's got a chance to reset. That's long. Oh, it's going down.
We're in the net.
Oh, they're going to get her in the net. Well, the back judge even pointed it was good either way. He flagged down, so.
Oh, he thought it was in?
Yeah.
Oh.
He did the net point, and nobody's looking his way yet. But
and it looks like we've got a yellow card.
Yeah, I think might have got one there. That may be as much for you're 10-5. You're 2/3 of the way there if you're the Ponies. So Trinity Valley. Oh my goodness gracious! You got to have those if you're going to have one of these comebacks. That might have been what they needed.
You got to have a little luck every once in a while.
That one. Sometimes you're so strategized and in position, and you have one that just hits the bottom of the net, climbs up over, and just falls before anyone can react. Now you got to rattle them off. And this young lady is definitely capable. We've seen neighbors do it throughout the season. Jump serve to push things. Very deceptive. That'll help. Now the crowd's starting to feel it a little bit more. Hey, we got a chance to do something kind of special here. Timeout coming.
See the Phillies trying to kill our momentum right there. She's getting a quick timeout.
Yeah, smart.
We're starting to feel it a little bit. Got some things working our way, and so she wants to change that momentum.
So I'm going to give you another 30 seconds out of this minute timeout. She's like, well, shut up and let me talk. What are you looking forward to most about this 25-26 season for the Cardinal softball?
Wow, we're young, and I think the growth, just to see the growth of the new players. We have 17 new players that came in this fall, and then to see the growth of those sophomores. You know, you got a Sydney Murphy that got quite a bit of playing time last year.
Yeah.
You know, Dominique Vargas threw a ton for us in the circle.
Yeah.
We had a couple injuries where Juice and Claudia didn't get to throw maybe as much as they want. So, and then getting Castillo, you know, to be in the lineup for us and in the circle. I think just the growth of how things are going to play out from the fall to the spring for us.
We'll look forward to it, man. We got Coach Maria Wynn Ratliff on the call tonight with us. Glad to have her. We're back to action, and there is a serve that's going to be handled. How about, hadn't caught her name in a little bit, the Delco coming up big time on that one. Man, she is so fun to watch. This has got a chance to be really special here because you're within two. Neighbors is trying to keep it going at the service line. Let's see what she does. Casey Neighbors. She'll come from the left side. Goes left to left. Lift. Oh my goodness. How about it? Go with it, Vittoria Gasparini.
Big block right there.
My goodness, this place is on their feet. I'm about to do some play-by-play standing up. I've never done that in my career, but I feel like I need to. This is a fun one right now. Can they tie it up? They're one away from doing it. It's a crucial one here.
We've got cheerleaders on the ground because they've fallen from the excitement. Everyone's on their feet. I mean, it is a nail-biter.
Fun place to be. Neighbors to serve. Here come the Cardinals, down by one. That one's coming to us. Great effort. Good job to go get it. That's long, and we're tied all the way back. They were down 10-5 a few moments ago.
You see Coach McRae, she's out there right now trying to tell them to calm down. And you got, one side of the court is excited and doing the little airplane, and the other side, the coach is trying to get them to calm down.
I thought Coach was giving a new dance movement or else. No, she's saying calm down, calm down. 10 apiece. Big point here. Neighbors can keep the rally going. Let's see. That's it at the net. Oh, that's a point for Cardinals into the net.
Looks like she went over the top there.
Yeah.
What they said.
Trinity Valley, over that cabling there that holds the netting up. So Neighbors trying to keep it going. You just gotta, I don't know what they're paying you, but you not getting paid enough tonight. This is awesome, man. We're glad to have you here on this. First time we've done 5 since I've been here this year. So you're the good luck charm. Oh man, we're still rolling, Oh, that's back to within.
We tied
back up 11 apiece.
That was great effort. They got great opportunity for Neighbors there in the service line.
Both teams fighting it out here. Man, this is going to be one. Both teams are going to go in that locker room and say, I laid it all on the floor tonight, man. There's nothing left in the tank. Little discussion. Yeah, they're going to back the cheerleaders up a little bit. Now they're just going to really get loud. The megaphones aren't even really out, but they found one and they're bringing it. There's this cross-court pass. That's going to be out. Cards back with a 1-point advantage. How fun is this tonight, Cardinal Country? Glad to have you tuned in here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Cardinals trying to hold on to sole possession in Region 14. They are 5-0 in the year. Blinn at 4-1. And Panola trying to jump back in the race with an upset on the road tonight. There's a big stop up at the net by Nedelko. Tip. Now set. Oh my goodness.
Gasparini's really feeling it. That's a big time swing.
Vittoria with a big smash. The smile says it all.
I think the most fun for me tonight is really just seeing all the emotions that Coach Patty's had. I mean, we haven't seen that in the gym like that, and I mean, she's really brought some excitement. Got that fist pump, hands in the air, and that's really exciting to see your colleague get an opportunity to have some fun while they're out there coaching.
Indeed. Into the Cardinals zone. See what they do. They get an opportunity. Great answer. How about that get there by Bizota? Oh, that's not her strength there. It's back to a 1-point advantage. Cardinals leading 13-12, but the Ponies, remember, you're only going to 15. You got to get a stop.
Well, that save in the back corner was huge for them.
It was.
They don't make that save, and I think this game is over.
Carlota Bizota got that one. That's kept alive. Should be playable. Here's the opportunity. Great job. It's going to be handled. Set and finish. No, great job by the Cardinals. Everybody working. Crucial point. Cards get it. 14-12.
Gasparini again. Her and Nedelko are just huge on the block right there.
Set point.
This place is electric right now.
Match point here in set 5, 2 apiece. Match point. And I'm looking at Susanna as she went down. She just had to literally push herself like a boxer climbing back up the ropes after that one. There's a lot of tired bodies out there on both sides. Cardinals trying to finish it. It'll be Gasparini to serve. And we're at 14-13. So still match point. 13 serving 14 here with Panola trying to tie it up here.
Washington's came up with some really big kills for them late in every set.
Yeah, she's been huge. Out of Fort Worth, Texas, Trinity Washington. Been crucial tonight for the Ponies. Now just about everybody on their feet here at Cardinal Gym. on to serve. Ariana. Good to go get it. Oh boy, we are tied. No, still alive. They kept it alive. Cards with a chance to finish right here. Going up. Another good get. We are still alive. Both teams battling. Staying with it. How about it, Salvador? Victoria from the midline now back the other way, and it's going 14 apiece.
Wow, what a rally there. I mean, everybody thought it was down and out, and the team just kept fighting.
Yeah, I thought that thing ended about 3 rallies before. The Valley comes back, and then more from the Ponies, and then more from the Valley. We are still fighting. We're at, of course, got to win by 2. That's long. Oh. Couldn't afford to risk it. Oh, staying alive. Now the Cardinals have got to battle here. This is match point. Deep breath. Got a little communication here. Gonna have some substitutional, rotational change here. We've seen it a couple of times tonight. Bojanic and Boneto coming on. So coming on for Osman is going to be Bojanic, and then Boneto coming on for Toledo. See what they can do here. Need an answer. This is set match point. That is in. Cards have tied it back up. We may go to 25 after all. Who knows? Got to win by 2. So 15 normally would end it in a 5th set, but here we are tied at 15. Would you expect anything else less, Coach? I mean, it's been one of those nights. Here we go, back and forth. Advantage Panola. They got a chance here to close it out. Trinity Valley gonna have to continue to battle here.
The punches just keep coming.
I'm telling you, this has been like 2 heavyweight boxers, round after round. Good.
Great serve.
Stankovska goes down to get it. That'll go down. Nice job to tie it back up. 16 apiece. It's a danger zone when you get that ball set just precisely. She's going to finish on that coming from the left side. So now we'll see Bojanic to serve. Back the other way we go. Mitchell with a finish. She's out of Branch, Louisiana. Big smile on her face as she'll get high fives all around. A little bit of a breather there for Beatrice Toledo and Malik Osman, my apologies. It's been a long night. We talk about them being tired. My tongue might be a little twisted and tired here. Fun one in the Valley. Cardinals trying to answer. This is match point. Cards got to respond. They will. They will respond. Great job.
Quick set for Neighbors right there.
Now, Casey has played so well, man.
This has been an exciting night.
This is a fun one all the way around. They continue. The crowd trying to lift them as you got Bianca Salvador, the outside hitter at the service strike. Big one here. Nice job by Stankovska. There's a finish. Come on, Casey Neighbors. Some big-time emotion out there. Boy, you can sense it, Coach. Trying to finish it off here. Can they get it done? This is match point. 2 sets apiece. Should have ended there a couple of at 15, but back and forth we go. Chance to finish. Here's the serve. Kept alive. They're going to push it all the way back. How about this one? My goodness, the spacing just continued to kind of elude them on that one.
Mitchell just saw that. She didn't have to come up with a big swing there. She just had that nice dump. I'm starting to get exhausted over
I'm
here.
telling
I
you.
can't imagine these athletes. You got cheer that's been outstanding all night, and they're still over there cheering. You see the famous Chris Franklin over there.
Oh, yeah, Coach Franklin.
On patrol, making sure everybody stays off the court. This is the atmosphere we're talking about. When you say, why did you come to Trinity Valley, or what is that sales
So
pitch
much
to
fun.
recruits? It's this type of environment that
Exactly.
we have. That it's unmatched. You're not going to find this anywhere else.
Zotto to serve there, handled by Stankovska. Oh, it's going to be a trouble in the bubble there. Cardinals back with a 1-point advantage, 19-18. Boy, this place we might need a new roof. If Dr. Morrison may already have that in place, because this one is about to blow off here. Goodness gracious, if they can finish it, it'll be Neighbors. She's had such a strong night serving. Let's see if she can finish it for Trinity Valley. Here comes Neighbors. Oh, winded the net. We're back to 19 apiece.
And that's the hard part, right? That emotion right there, that she's played so well all night.
Yeah.
And then, that has a chance to win it. And now we're back to 19-19, and we just got to stay focused. She's got to stay focused, because she's going to come back in.
Yeah, you gotta short memory. Here come the Cardinals trying to set across. Opportunity here. Staying alive. That's long. So as these sets go to 5, and now well after what a normal set 5 would go, we've talked about the fatigue factor. The routine play is out the window, right? I mean, just because you're like, they're going to fit. This is an opportunity. Match point. We'll see. Can Beatrice Holy Toledo get it done? Here's the serve. Here's a chance. The AT. Well, that's going to do it. Cards get the win. Cards get it done. 21-19. Wow. That was a fantastic finish. Cards come all the way back. Looked like they were going to put it away. Coach, then they find a way to force it all the way to where we're at here. How about this? How about this one, man? That was so much fun. You're welcome to stick around and be part of the interview process. I know you're like, what?
I'm still at a loss for words at that last play. And and here comes that tradition, right?
I was going to say.
Here's cheer. It's going to get loud. It's exciting. You see the excitement on our team, our coaches, just how fun that was, the emotion. We got basketball getting involved. It goes back to powered by tradition.
Powered by tradition for sure, man. And that's the hard way is never sounded more true. It goes all the way to 5 sets tonight. And I cannot wait to kind of hear Coach's thoughts and just chance to hear from her. That's another part of what makes this special. All the folks ready to embrace you on a great night.
You got our assistant athletic director in Sharon Poteet waiting for her as soon as she gets off the court. We got Mama Grand.
Yes.
That everybody in Trinity Valley, and especially Trinity Valley Athletics, knows who Mama Grand is. There to give you some hugs and support you and congratulate you. Wow, what a game, Coach.
Coach, we were trying to give you a whole 30 seconds to catch yourself and get your emotions. Tell us exactly how you're feeling right now.
Well, wait.
She's like, well, I might need another 30 seconds. What a match.
Yeah.
Wow, all night long.
I feel like we needed, to play a game like this and to come together and get a win, because we have had some moments during the season that challenged us and we couldn't get there, so today was good to show that there are times that you just play with your heart and nothing else.
What is your takeaway on a night like this? We talked before, about sometimes you can learn more in a loss, but this is kind of the best of both worlds. You still get to get the dub, or you earn the W, but you learn a lot about your team.
Yes, for sure. We had a strategy at the beginning that didn't work, so we had to change. We had to change some players. But then, they challenged us towards the end. I mean, the 5th set for them to open that, that amount of points ahead of us, and for us to, stay on it and believe, that was special. We needed, as a team, we needed to have that.
I gotta ask you I don't know if you can really see the monitor there, but just seeing just a moment ago the celebration of your team and seeing this right here happen, they grinded that one out tonight and left nothing on the floor. How does that make you feel? It kind of makes it all worth it.
Yes, but when we lost the 4th set, that's what I told them. This is the type of game we want to play. I mean, we don't want to play the easy games that don't challenge you.
No cupcakes.
You need to get ready for that. That's when you look back and okay, it was worth it. We earned it. That's the best feeling. Of course, we don't want to get to that point, but that's the challenge that we won.
Coach, you got any questions?
Well, I don't have any questions, but I think I want to piggyback on that emotion stuff. And I made this comment earlier tonight. Like, I saw the most emotion out of you tonight. And, I don't know a whole lot about volleyball and why I'm on the mic. I don't know. Nobody, I drew the short straw, I guess. But in half the time when I'm watching, I'm up there talking more than I'm really watching. And I find myself always when I'm watching our teams play, I watch our coaches more than I watch our kids. And tonight, you had so much more passion about yourself, because I do think that we finally got to see you challenged. We've been on the road and you guys have been challenged in some of those big tournaments that you go to, but here you guys have ran away. Yeah, you 3-1, 3-0, but it was actually fun to see us have our backs against the wall and how we responded, and just see you with your hands up and fist pumping and showing that excitement, and what a great atmosphere. There's not a better place to play than Athens, America, and what you get in Cardinal Gym with the cheer and the Cardettes and softball and soccer and basketball. There might have been some football guys in here too, and just how exciting it is for your student athletes, and what a great win.
That's what I said. Sorry, that's what I said. This place, it's hard to put in words. It's just a feeling. When you're there and you're seeing the excitement, you're seeing everyone cheering for you, it is special. It's hard
You gotta send a message back home. I mean, tell mom, tell grandma about how you're feeling real quick before we go.
What I'm gonna say, I'm gonna translate real quick. I'm pretty sure my mom and my grandma, they're having a heart attack at this moment. Mãe, te amo, vó, te amo. Beijo. Ganhamos mais uma vez.
Yeah, I knew exactly what she said.
I know there was love in there.
I felt
love
it.
somebody.
I felt it. Hey, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Congratulations. That was so much fun.
Congratulations, Coach.
All right, that's going to do it for us tonight. We'll bid you a fair good night, and thank you for joining us. Cardinals win it in 5 tonight. Coach Ratliff, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you for having me, and go Cards.
We'll look forward to more coming up soon right here on the Cardinals Sports Network.